it is. I appreciate that ever since I told this group that the music coming in is when people are going to be able to hear it, there's been a strange adherence to everybody not yelling whenever I say the thing is going to be going.
That's crazy, penis.
Harriet.
Like just.
That's like a little marker for you guys to fuck. It's like if you know that you won't be heard disrupting me, then you fucking behave. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only fun if everybody can hear us doing it. Like
that's what happens when you have a show full of all entirely comprised of class clowns.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoopsie doopsie.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Nat19, Gilligan's Grave, Session 4. It's us, the we that we're gonna be for a while. You've returned for the 4th week in a row, or you're starting here. And that's actually not a bad thing to do, because we're not that far in. You're still in the period of a D&D game where you can figure stuff out before it gets convoluted and crazy.
Yeah, really complicated, and I can't follow it at all.
It's fucking the way the D&D do. All right, heckin' all D&D. Definitely not just my D&D, all D&D. All of it that everybody does. Heckin'. Today we got a nice little pepper thumbnail. Check that out. And we have all of our nice people here. Let's see. Real quick out the gate. The Kickstarters, reminder to anybody that hasn't filled out their backer kit survey for Lyra's guide, go do that. Otherwise, I might not be able to send you your stuff eventually, because if we get to manufacturing and you haven't filled those out, we can't refund you and we can't give you your stuff. So make sure that you go and fill those out. If you have questions about them, send them to the Kickstarter. Those who are backers of the Risk and Reward Kickstarter, your kits are still going out. They're not out yet. They're going to be going out sometime by the end of the month. And as soon as you fill them out, then we'll be able to start getting you the digital rewards that are part of it. So make sure you do that. And same thing, once those go out, get them done soon, because if we need the information in those to get people their stuff. Heckin' what else? There's a bunch of stuff on sale at nat19show.com/store. So go check that out if you want phone holders or booby mouse pads.
They're very luscious.
They are.
It's true. They're
like,
very soft.
It's true.
My word, they're good for your wrists.
It's true. Spencer's got a Fenris one, and her boobies are wonderful.
It's true.
Well, they have healing powers.
Also, anyone who backs the stuff or is in the Forge tier on our Patreon, there is a magic item, artifacts, and wondrous items playtest document that went out. So go check that out if you want to. Make sure to give feedback in the feedback document. Don't give feedback in our Discord. Like, you can ask questions and stuff there. Reminder, those will get lost. They're useless to me in the long term. Send feedback to the feedback documents. Because when I have my sit-downs to review stuff, I use those. Let's see. Do we have anything else to announce? I don't think we do.
I mean, y'all should get your tickets to Anime Fest. That's next month. The Stream Boys are gonna be there. This is just for the Stream Boys. If you're at, Washington Summer Con, Hayden's there, and then me and Spencer are gonna be going there tomorrow. So,
it's true.
There you go.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I think that is about it. Justice, are you still doing your fundathons, like donathons over? Right?
We're done. We're done with that.
Okay, but you should still go give Justice money.
You should give me Justice.
I will say no.
You should give me money to pass on to Justice. I promise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the easiest thing to do.
Sure.
Who's to say?
They can donate right here on the channel.
Do both. Porque no los dos.
And then maybe Justice will get it. Give it to Nat19 and maybe Justice will get it. Maybe he will.
Go for the Nat19 one. And then later.
There are options.
Alrighty.
But right now, the Nat19 one, yeah.
If you want to go support Justice, then go to his Twitch channel, SeggyVA. That is spelled Nat19OFFICIAL.
There it is. Yep.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
I love how unique you spelled it.
Yeah, it's a very unique spelling.
Very phonetic.
I suppose with all that, we don't have anything really stopping us from getting into the game. So let's go ahead and jump in and thank everybody for joining us today. I'm very happy you're all here. So far, the turnout on these has been really strong, and people have really seemed to like it. And the theorizing on our channel in the chat that players can't see has been wild, and that's super cool.
Ooh.
Heckin', I'm interested. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, people at home. I'm not going to say which things. There's a thing. There's a thing in that chat, because I popped my head in, that people have figured out, that I figured somebody would this early, but you figured a thing out. But I'm not going to tell you what it is, but a thing, a theory is correct.
Damn. Okay.
Shit.
I intentionally have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Well, it's because it's a chat we're not allowed
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
That's
keeping the
why.
theories hidden from us. That son
I
of
have
a bitch.
no idea what you're talking about. I'm just here.
I have to choose not to. You know how much worse that
That
is?
must
Oh my
suck.
god, you're so powerful.
Damn you.
What the
I have to
fuck? I could
elect
never.
to not look.
Oh my
What's that
god,
like?
Aaron,
Ignorance
you're
is
so
bliss,
strong.
babes.
Self-control.
There's
Oh
no
my
self-control
god,
when you just have no brain.
You know what?
Couldn't. That's fair.
You did last week. You did. That's Pepper. So, Carrie, Lawrence, what happened last time?
I don't know. I got upset about stuff. There was a dead guy. What do you want from me? I'm a kid. Okay, fine. Fucking here I go. Looking at my notes. What do I have?
Make it short. Make it entertaining.
Okay.
Make
There was
it
a boy
taste
called
like
Hogs.
cherries.
He showed up. He's pretty fucking zombie-like. We fucking found some robed boys who seemed to be controlling a bunch of zombies. We fought them. We got a scroll and a letter. The letter is really long. I'm not gonna read it out, but I have the entire letter in my notes, just so y'all know. Fucking, it's a thing fucking written by M. The Hogs kept saying reverent. Fucking, there's a whole bunch of Latin there. Barry's barking. Hogs led us to a grave that said Candace. We think that might be Hogs' fucking wife. Yeah, that's right. And I have things that Lori is feeling that I will get into in game. Did it.
You just gave me the stupidest fucking. If I could do a parody version of our own campaign, like finding the open graves, and then there's just like. There's just like a hollow wind that blows in the caves, and there's a distant like a scary wolf, and then just like Skarn looking back like, we're in a cave.
What the fuck?
Fuck, we're in a cave.
What the fucking? Oh my god.
What are you? There's no moon.
They're a fucking wolf.
What are they doing?
When did we get those?
Fuck. I've been so much fucking Police Academy has been coming up on my TikTok lately, and it has been
Hell
the
yeah,
best.
bitch. Hell yeah.
But yes, so you know what? I'm gonna make the music a bit more spooky real quick.
No.
I guess it's not spooky, but it's just more like looking around. So yes, last time you guys came to the hollow yard, you bumped into Hogs, who was initially scared of you, but eventually came around you after being lit on fire a little bit. You guys fought some people. You collected some pins that appeared to have a religious symbol on them. You heard a bunch of Latin, and you discovered the grave of a woman named Candace, no last name, who was marked as a loving mother and wife, who Hogs seem to have come here to try to visit the grave of. What?
Barry's just crying in the fucking hallway, dude.
Oh.
Like, you're upsetting her. You're upsetting her, Logan.
Sorry, Barry. You guys discovered the name of Candace. Hogs managed to choke out that he had a journal. He had kept notes before he had been discovered by the aggressors, by the cult that is currently, you are currently tangoing with. So you guys had decided, to the best of my recollection, that you were going to talk to the Gravekeeper, to Bothrak, to try to find out what you could from them. And from there, I will remind you guys arrived here on this same day. So just as a general note, time-wise, you are nearing the point where you need to take a night to rest.
Please.
Okay.
And yes, you're still sick.
Fuck. Right.
Please.
With that
You
said,
really rest.
you know what? Just for set dressing, even though we don't really need it, I'm going to throw the map back up on the screen just because it's a nice thing to look at.
Hell yeah.
Also, it's a big map that I'm rather happy with. Didn't do really anything special with it, but I like this map.
But you worked real hard on it.
Yeah, it's a big old giant map.
Me?
Heckin'. You guys have eaten and had your drinks for the day, just so you remember that. Okay, so guys, I release you. Hogs looks tentatively, with a vacant, distant look of concern on his face towards the grave of one Mrs. Candace. It seems like his mind is searching for something to feel, but he can't quite place what it is. There's just a distant concern.
I think we should just go, ask this gravekeeper what's going on.
Thariq will be able to identify the gravesite, yeah. That'll let us know where to look once we get back to town.
I put my hand on Hogs. He'll be okay, buddy. Pat. Not too hard, though. I don't want him to crisp up.
Hogs sits very slowly and clumsily folds his legs and then just sort of puts his hands down on the ground with the backs of his hands laying flat beside him. A vacant look comes over him as he seems to just settle in and, for all intents and purposes, deactivates.
I guess we just leave him here.
Yeah, I guess.
And just to be clear, by deactivates, I'm being colorful. He's just not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean,
We're planning on coming back anyway,
He sits
right?
down, just-
yeah, you just hang out here. He was a
But
robot!
I'm comfortable leaving a thing like this with Thariq for 4 days, minimum.
Oh,
Minimum.
fair.
I mean, are we gonna take this guy back to the town with us?
I don't think that's possible either.
So, like, what are
He
you
seems to show
suggesting?
enough.
Oh, what were you saying?
Oh,
Piper?
he just
Sorry.
seems to have free will, that's all. To some extent.
Unless you want to try and demonstrate that to the governors, which, I mean, say it out loud and see how you feel about it.
That is a fair point.
Is there, like, somewhere he could go that would be safe? Take the deafening silence as a no?
I don't think we can even hide him. I mean, he can follow us until... and leave him outside of the town, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, you could ask him what he wants to do.
Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, buddy. Hey. Long shot. Is there anything that you want to do?
Roll me animal handling.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I was already like, just wait, what? Hey, give me my game back. Thank you.
Come on, Scarn.
Give my game back. Yeah.
Come on, boy. Come on. Oh, you dropped a 20!
It's fine. I'll just go and
It's a 10. It's a 10.
It's fine. I'll just,
Boys.
The boy? Wait. Huh? Boys. That's all I got out of that. Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. The wolf's back. Sorry,
No,
guys.
no, not that one.
I mean, you got the attention of something, clearly.
Me too. I mean, I guess we just go ask the gravekeeper where this house is and go from there. I don't think I can get much out of our boy Hogs here. Also, at some point, we gotta rest because tummy ache.
Yeah. You're not doing so hot.
We'll have to rest here for the night before we head back anyways.
I mean, you think it's safe to rest here?
You don't have a choice, kid. You've been traveling all day.
Okay, I mean, I guess if we have watches and stuff, it should be okay.
At least you know your enemy this time. To some extent. Most of the time you're figuring on the unknown danger.
I mean, I
Right?
guess that's true.
I'm gonna head over to Bothrek's hovel.
Yeah, same.
Gotcha. I'm just sitting here being like,
Going with you, yeah.
so.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, is everybody heading back up?
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right, in that case, I'm just gonna drop.
I got no reason not to.
All right.
Yeah.
If anybody's not going, tell me now or forever hold your peace. Not right.
Stop.
Boop. Dropping you all over there. You guys all head up to the little section of cave that Bothrak has made into their home. You follow the fire pots, the braziers that line his tunnel. You pass through the tattered curtains, opening up into the large space that once again has a very long, dry wooden table with a bunch of webbing fiber spun chairs within it. You see this goblin in the corner. He appears to be pulling on a rope, pulling a bucket up from a well that is just built in this room. You hear the sloshing of water as he does. And as you come in, you hear him humming, but he's not humming anything coherent. It's just discordant.
Me too, bro. I do be stimming.
Oh goodness! And he like lets go of it as soon as he sees you guys come in. As soon as shadows are cast from your silhouettes, the bucket just falls in. You hear just a as the bucket falls down into the well, and he's like, "Oh, drat!
Hello. Welcome back. Did you find everything that you need in the graves?
Did you not hear what just happened?
No.
It was pretty loud. That's impressive.
No sound. What?
He puts
All right.
his little finger into one of his ears and like just kind of twists it and then pulls it out. There's an audible boom as he does, and he's like,
Sorry, say again?
All right, I get it. All right. Hi.
Hello!
How are you? Sure. We got a question for you.
You must be important. You came all the way back here. When's the last I saw you all? It must have been
he looks at a part of the wall with nothing on it.
last week? Today?
Today.
It was today. Do you have any records for the homes of any of your,
I don't need the homes, I just need the full name.
or at least the full names? Yeah.
One of the bodies that was taken should be due to go up on the tablets outside. We're looking for a Candace. They were buried in the new section.
Candace. Candace.
I'm going to have him roll a wisdom check.
Oh.
So he nat 20'd. So that's pretty cool.
Oh shit. Okay.
I gave it to him. See, I held that. I gave it to him.
I only recall one Candace. One, well, yes. In the months preceding, I think months. Could it have been years? Months, probably. Yeah, one young Mrs. What was it? The Stanbird woman. Yes. Candace Stanbird. I believe.
Stanbird.
Stanbird.
Okay.
Oh,
Bird.
Like
A
the
bird
call
that's a
bird.
really big fan of something.
Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Like, bird. Yeah. But bird with an E instead of a U.
That doesn't know how to spell.
No.
Okay, cool.
Why? Well, what is it? I remember. Oh, yes, her lovely husband came to visit frequently in the days, the weeks following her untimely. What was it? Ah, she was sick. Right.
Do you
Oh,
remember
tragic.
the husband's name or what she was sick with?
Yes, the husband's name was Stanbird.
Do you have a first
His
name
first
for this
name, yeah.
Stanbird?
mm-hmm.
For Mr. Stanbird, if you will.
Wisdom check.
What was it? He didn't talk much. He was very morose. But to be fair, most people that come here are very morose. It was Hoggins.
Cool.
Cool.
Hoggins. All right.
Yes. Why do you ask?
We're with the Undertow. Just general investigation.
Yeah, it's good to know people's names, for our
Was
records.
there something wrong
I'm
with
with the
her
Undertow.
body? She was
You're
sick
not with the
before she
Undertow.
died.
What?
Just be specific here.
Huh? Well, say again?
Oh, no, I was just correcting him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're with the Undertow.
He is also technically with the Undertow.
Eh.
So, we're all with the Undertow, in a way.
Are you with the Undertow?
No,
Okay, I'm checking.
in a way.
Well, do you have any information on what Candace Stanbird was sick with?
I presume a disease.
What kind?
Wow, we're one step closer.
A deadly kind.
What kind
What
of
happened
Two
to
disease?
her?
steps closer.
Terminal.
Oh, and
Okay,
she
but, like,
died
did
from
she,
it
like-
too.
Okay, did she throw up? Did she have a fever? What kind of sick?
He's not there.
All I know is that when they arrived here, they were dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
That's fair.
Uh,
Dead presumably from, what was, a disease.
Here's a question.
Interesting.
Here's a question. Who brought her, and were they accompanied by anyone, potentially professionals of any sort?
As with all bodies that are brought down here, there would have been, there was a small entourage, an Undertow member, I presume. They were brought down here within, that's a special wagon that bodies are taken down here in.
Of course.
I think it was their family. What was it? The Hoggins and his two boys, I believe.
Hoggins and his two boys.
And
Did
an
she
Undertow
catch the name?
member taking the casket-like container the bodies are brought down here in. And then I assisted with the rites and the burying.
Okay. So we've got 3 potential people that might know a little bit more about our body. We've got a member of the Undertow, and we've got Hoggs' 2 boys. Did you catch any names?
I know.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. His name was Hoggins.
No. That was.
Oh, Hoggins
oh.
Stanbird.
Oh, way to go. I have another question.
Wow.
You said that she like died of a disease. How frequently have like people who've been coming in here been dying from disease?
Never. People don't come in here dying from disease.
Okay, when they're dead, did they die from disease?
The people come in here dead from disease all the time, yes.
Like, give me like a percentage of people who died from disease that came in here.
Their eyes shift, looking up a bit as if to search for an answer to your question. Their mouth slightly agape, and then they just slowly like blink and open their eyes and look at you.
What?
So in the last couple times that a body was brought here for burial, how would you say, how common was people dying from deadly diseases?
Thank you, Lilia.
People frequently die from deadly diseases. If they have
but
them.
like in terms of let's be more specific.
Has the frequency intensified
Yeah, like let's
to
say,
a notable degree?
Yeah, so let's say for example, let's make the pool pretty small. Then the last 10 people you have buried, the last 10 people.
How many people?
Scarring their own.
How many people of the last 10 people that I buried who died from deadly disease died from deadly disease? I would have to say 100% of the people who died from deadly disease died from deadly disease.
Let's rephrase. Okay.
No.
Okay. If 10 people arrived at your graveyard like dead,
Okay.
Not 11, not 9.
how normally how many of them would have died from disease rather than other causes?
Any of them who
Pestilence.
had diseases.
No,
Desmond, can you help me out here?
Of the
In
last
general,
10?
the last 10 deaths in general, what were their causes? We've got one for deadly disease. The one before that?
Stabbing?
Okay, okay, so we have
That's
sorry,
all.
and
Oh,
A lot of
Are
heart,
you just listing?
a lot of heart failure.
Wait. Are you just listing general ways that people can die, or actually what people have come in here
That's my
dying
best
from?
guesses.
Okay.
I don't often get
Heart
told what
failure
people
is
died
serious.
of.
no, that's
That makes
fair. We
sense.
are
Yeah.
grasping at very, very hard to grasp
But,
at straws.
I'm sorry. Maybe I explained myself poorly. If you're wondering how many people who die of deadly diseases died of deadly diseases, my guess would be all of them.
Thanks,
okay,
bud.
This lead's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Never mind.
No.
Okay. Undertow member and 2 boys. Describe the undertow member.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm just over here.
Oh, don't look at me. I don't know.
Tiny, sad human boys. Man with uniform.
Okay.
Man with a uniform. All right.
Man with a uniform. And any insignia emblem on those? You said they were from the Undertow, but anything else distinct that your memory might recall?
No.
Okay, that's as far as we go. We're done with this investigation, guys.
Got everything we need.
Oh, and
Wrap it up, boys.
Oh, and Hodgin Stanbird was there. Their father was there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, he might still be. I'm not gonna lie.
If you need any refreshments or food while you're staying here, I'm happy to provide.
I need your retirement.
Oh,
Where
Can
you'll
we
be
stay
paid a
here?
fabulous pension for the rest of your life for your hard work as a hollow keeper.
Oh.
An essential part of the ecosystem that is the pits.
Yes.
I love
value
the
your
young
service.
ones. The children are so encouraging.
Yeah.
This guy seems nice.
There's that wolf again. Sorry, guys.
You know, what else would we want to spend our golden years than just relaxing in like a spa or something? You look overdue for one.
I like it here.
You could always visit.
I have my well. I have my spiders. I have my little hot spring cave.
Okay, so a pension with a hot spring cave, a lot of spiders,
I have a hot
well.
spring cave.
Oh, a hot spring cave.
Like near here?
There's a natural spring here, and it's pretty warm. If you want water from it, it's all clean because it's boiling all the time.
I feel like we should get some water from this guy to refill our water skins.
Oh, there's a well right here.
I mean,
Since
boiling
there's
water
the
is a good way to
well.
make sure it's safe.
Indeed.
I hope we don't impose, but we'll have to stay here the night before we head back to the pits.
I love company. What is that ringing?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Is it construction
I
next
think,
door?
I think your tinnitus is acting up. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
There's my tetanus going off again.
Tabasco, I told you don't sharpen your claws on that. You're making an awful ringing
Whichever
noise.
one it is.
Your tetanus? Did you get scraped by a rusty nail? I'm sorry.
My eardrum got punctured by a rusty nail.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think that might be the ring.
Yep.
you're heading to hot springs to disinfect that.
Oh.
Sir, do you want your bucket back, by the way?
The one that fell in here?
Mm.
I can just.
He just grabs the rope that's attached to the well and just starts pulling.
Oh!
I got it back. Don't worry about it.
Right, I didn't see
got
the
it.
rope. Yep.
Oh.
All right.
Alright. You got any good food here?
Or drink.
You got any drink?
Yeah, what you
Got
got? What
any
you got?
apple
What you
juice?
got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
And
Looks at you guys expectantly as if he's
What you got? What you
about
got?
to
What
be
you got?
really excited to say something. Then he stops and he's like,
and meat.
Mm,
Kind of meat.
You can boil some of that meat for Scar and sensitive tongue.
It's got a very
Sure.
high protein diet.
You'll need to.
Is-
Most of the meat that's sent out here is usually dried. They need it to keep for the month or so before they send out another shipment.
Sir, is your meat spider meat?
It's just not spider meat.
It could be spider meat.
It's not.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
not.
it's spider meat. I
Spiders
think
don't
it's
have a
spider
lot
meat.
of
Desmond,
meat
I'm pretty
on
sure he's
them.
gonna
You
be
know
saying
what,
one.
guys? I think I
Spider-Man.
might go with my rations in my backpack.
Sometimes a man
I
has.
trust spider meat.
Sometimes a man wants a treat.
Just spiders?
And so you go for spider meat?
It's just kind of crunchy. Not much there. It's like bad crab.
We will gladly take your water, sir. Thank you.
Oh yay!
when he pulls it up,
No.
you notice that when he pulls up the water from this this well, it seems to be pretty hot. Like you can see a little bit of steam rising up from it.
How is this water being heated?
There's underground natural hot water
Rocks.
springs and such all around here.
Oh, nice.
Could you show us?
Show you rocks.
What? Show you
I mean,
what?
yeah.
The hot
He
rock.
talked, he talked
wanna
about like a
find
hot
these hot
spring or whatever.
springs.
Oh, I
Oh,
can
I
show
see
you
see
that.
that, yeah.
Sure, I can show
I
you.
want
Yeah.
to go to these hot
God.
springs.
It's sort of a hot
Please, it
spring.
might help my tumby.
Okay. Follow me.
And he like puts that bucket just on the table. As he does, you just hear like a as the table creaks to one side, and then he gets a walking stick, and he begins walking his way out. Assuming you guys follow him, he would lead you. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna grab one of your tokens, because why not? Just to show you where he's going. Heck in, he takes you up this way, up this way, up this way. All right, everyone, follow Lilia. She's about to move in a second. Up this way.
Well, here she goes. Oh my God, she's going so far.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Do, do, do. Then I have dark visions to the dark pits.
Yeah, they can't see.
There's fire all over the place. There's fire pits and such, and then they go into there, and then you stumble through the dark for a while, following after this man. until eventually you come to a turn where you see light seeming to refract, like in an aquarium, light being bent by water, as you see that there is a small little forested area almost, where vegetation seems to have grown around what appears to be a little pool, quite a large pool, of natural spring water that is not quite boiling, but is definitely giving off a layer of steam. And this is something you guys are pretty used to. Skarn, your family utilizes hot air vents like this to run their hot spring.
That's a hot spring.
Somnus Domina in general has a surprising amount of subthermal activity. There's a lot of lava flows, there's a lot of tectonic activity, and there's a lot of geothermal heat below Retia. Much more than our world here in the real world. And so there's things like this all over the place.
This is amazing.
Yep, I knew I
This is
smelled
pretty cool.
this water from a while away. Mom always said the spring water was good for stomach aches.
Then I'm just gonna drop you all there. Bam.
Hey, so, question? Can I get in there?
I don't care.
Can I go in there, or is that like you're drinking water? Can I like swim in there?
No, there's the well water for drinking water. This is the bathing water.
You can do both.
Okay, so I can go in there.
You could also drink this water, but not while you're bathing in it. Because then you're just drinking your skin. That's weird.
I don't care what you do.
Huh.
I wouldn't imagine you
well-
would.
I think it would be best to separate our drinking water then before we go and take a bath.
You hear a crunch, and you look to him, and he appears to have what at first looks like a stick of jerky that he's bitten into. And then you notice that it
Jesus.
bends in segments.
Oh, they look so cool.
That's a spider leg.
Yeah, he's eating a spider leg.
Yeah, I can tell that's a spider
That's pretty metal.
That's pretty, I mean, like,
That's heavy metal.
you gotta survive.
Does
I'd eat a spider.
it taste good?
It
I
tastes.
mean, if you pluck the legs off and like saute the bodies, you can just tell yourself it's beans.
They're basically just big, gross crabs.
Beans.
Can I have a bite?
Of beans.
He like turns it over.
I would not
He
suggest
breaks
that.
off like an end that he didn't bite, like one of the 3 spider leg segments, and he holds it out towards you. It's a big, hairy looking leg. Like it doesn't have any hair on it, but this is like a tarantula leg.
Oh.
Hey. Go ahead.
Oh, go on, kid.
Yeah, go on. Take
Enjoy
a
your
bite.
tummy ache.
I'm gonna eat it.
Do it.
All
Do
right,
it. Do
here
it.
we
Do
go.
it.
I eat it. What does it
let-
taste like, Logan? What's
It
the
lets out
texture here?
It lets out an audible crunch when you bite into it.
Nice.
Oh my god, I can't believe he ate that.
It doesn't have much taste, really. Now here's the thing. I've never eaten a spider.
I don't believe you.
Big,
So,
gross
Eating
crabs.
cricket.
but I imagine, from what I've seen of cultures that do eat spiders, apparently they're not all that unpleasant.
Okay.
They're not ideal, but they're not all that unpleasant. From what I understand, they're a bit crunchy.
Like that.
But kind of in the same way that a cooked pepper is.
I don't like that comparison at all.
You got to be specific about that cooked pepper.
Yep.
So yeah, it tastes a little bit fibrous, but with a firm crunch.
Okay, so like, the actual taste isn't that bad. It's the hair on the leg texture that's the most upsetting thing. But it tastes pretty okay.
See, that's why you've gotta pluck the legs, and then you gotta like stir fry the bodies with like a little bit of salt. It gets all the little
I
hairs
bet you
out.
probably shave
Okay,
them
but
too.
like, Lilia, look at how many hairs are on it. That's gonna take forever.
Well, that's why you can stir fry them, and it burns off all the little hairs, and then you salt them. They have a little bit of flavor.
I mean, like that
It's
actually
not my
sounds really
favorite,
good.
but our mom had to make us eat it somehow.
It sounds
Couldn't you
pretty
peel
good.
it like a
honestly.
crunchy banana?
No, the legs are too skinny.
Yeah.
Mm.
And there's not much meat in the legs anyway. They're more like,
Like,
just
The
I'm glad
hair
that
is
you-
upsetting,
I'm
but
glad
like
someone
the
tried.
skin's pretty good.
they're more like a texture thing when it comes to the legs. That's why again, all the good stuff is in the body, and again, you have to prepare it
And they
right.
have a lot of protein. That's how I
They do.
maintain my optimal physique.
How legitimately ripped is this, like, old
Not
goblin
at all.
guy?
Yeah.
A stiff cave breeze would probably scatter him into dust.
Oh. Sweet old man.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
There are only two options. Either he's a complete wimp or he's old man skinny
He's
ripped.
just like
Got
Master
it.
Roshi,
Yeah, no,
where he's
for real,
like
yeah.
super
Yeah,
skinny, but when he
Roshi, yeah,
gets
for real,
serious,
yeah.
he's like maximum power.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, I'm going to
Shoot the hair.
leave you all to your water. I'm going to return to where I was. Until next time I am needed. See you in a month.
Wait, what?
I'll accompany you back.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna go with Desmond.
Well, everybody's just coming back with me.
We should bathe, Lilia.
I'm dipping.
Yup. Get it over for
A
Desmond.
gentleman.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys are taking a dip in the natural hot spring that's here?
Hell yeah!
All right.
Moment Scarn's freaking gone. The shoes are coming off. The pants, the shorts fly. Like, you know, that, like,
Damn.
getting
They're
ready to
desperate
throw
for a
itself
bath.
in.
Hell yeah.
I
So
want to see what this hot spring's all about. Pardon
I'm stealing
me.
Tabasco, though. For the dark vision.
Fair.
lethal.
Smart.
All right, just. I mean, I'm gonna assume you're okay. I'm gonna assume that he's not going over 100 feet.
To go over there, he would absolutely have to go over 100 feet.
All right,
never
that's
mind.
fine.
His cave
No,
is
it's all good.
400 feet away.
Yeah.
You can
Damn.
take him much farther. It's more of like if I needed to check in.
Yeah.
Damn.
By all means, take Tabasco.
So Pepper, you heckin' you get down to your heckin' effectively to your underwear and you
Skivvies.
jump in.
Yep.
Lilia, I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh. Y'all should be doing that anyway to make sure nobody's peeping on y'all.
Lilia.
Lilia.
Oh, Anna.
Take a bell.
Take a bell.
Perfect.
Take a bell. Take a bell.
Think.
Take a bell.
Take a bell.
I think
You're wrong.
we don't need to worry about this anyway.
Well,
Splish splash. I'm taking a bath.
Does it do the other side first?
they're just in the hot spring at this point, just like nose deep and it just bubbles and they're like, oh, they're out. Yeah. So you guys, I don't really. Is there anything else you want to talk about on the way back over there? Because apart from escorting him back to his cave, where he would then take that water, pour it into a pot, set it over a large brazier that he has that he clearly also uses as a fire pit, and start boiling it more. There's not really a lot else he's doing that's all that interesting.
I want to go back to Hogs. I was just walking him back so he didn't die on the way, because it's entirely possible.
I want Skarn to stay, like, in between with them just in case.
Okay.
Just in between in the cave. Kind of like, not patrol levels, but like, you know.
You're
Keep
keeping
it
a watch out for
guard.
the people in the bath? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're staying like heckin'.
Wherever it is to give them their privacy of like speech and whatever.
Kind of
and
like at the
blah,
entrance
blah,
to the cave
Yeah.
that leads into the hot spring, because that's like another like
Basically.
100 feet away. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
basically.
When you return to Hogs, I assume that Lawrence goes with you, just based on how things have been.
Assume yes.
Is that true, Carrie? Would that be a true assumption?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I can play Lawrence for you if you want me to.
No, I'm good. I'm thinking about stuff I want to fucking talk about. But
When you go
like,
back to Hogs,
yeah.
Hogs is still there. At this point, his hands, he no longer has the back of his hands on the ground. He seems to have flipped them over and is just slowly like clawing, not like desperately, but just running his fingernails covered in that black liquid, that black substance, just through the ground, making just two claw mark like indents in the ground beside him, as if he just doesn't know what to do.
Mr. Stanbird,
Does he answer to that?
Walk up to him. Over here, buddy. Look at me.
Looks over slowly. Every movement he makes, he seems to struggle to turn his neck.
When you came looking for your wife, did you bring your kids with you? Your boys?
Boys.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Boys.
Try to direct his attention back to the grave.
Seems to calm down a little.
Desmond is going to quietly draw his gun and point it at the back of Hoggs' head. Rest in peace, friend. And I'm going to try and shoot him.
For the purposes of what we're doing, I'm going to say that you're going to roll a critical hit. I am not going to have you do anything for this. We're just going to say hit. I'd like you to roll me revolver damage as if you had rolled a critical hit. And I don't believe that his 9 hit points are going to save him.
Damn.
Whew, 19. All right. For the purpose of dramatics, you aim your weapon. We cut to further away in the cave, and there is just a dull gunshot that rings out. Skarn, you hear this. You hear a gunshot echo from the graveyard.
Did he just... No way.
Alright, well, that's that.
From where you guys are, Hogg's body is now laying forward on the ground. A large hole in one side of their skull, presumably one in the other side. Very little blood, considering no blood flow. A contorted face and a hand reaching out and grasping towards the grave. 2 of their fingers are hanging over the indent where the body was buried up in the grave in front of them.
I'm gonna go find a shovel.
Was there really nothing that we could have done?
He was already dead, kid.
Desmond?
He was already dead, kid. There's nothing else you can do.
Do you think what happened to him happened?
I don't know, kid. I don't think so. But I think it could.
I really, really hope not.
Alright, dig this guy a grave.
Okay. I'll help, I guess.
No, it's fine. You, get yourself some food, or, I'm sure Skarn could use some company.
I don't... I want to stay with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go co-opt the Hollow Keeper's shovel wherever it is. I'm sure he's got one.
You pretty readily find it.
And I'll go dig him a grave next to his wife's.
His wife's grave is currently just a big open hole, if that changes anything.
I mean, she's gonna go back in it, right?
That's not up to me. Who knows?
No.
We can hope.
He'll dig one next to it, just out of a weird sense that that's her hole.
No.
Not for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. that would take you a while, digging a hole down here, especially because the ground
sure
is
it'd be a
suitable
couple
for
hours,
grapes,
yeah.
but it's not like as suitable as like the earth up above. It would take a bit for you to get in there. Anna, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Back to
Did you
the
see that,
hot
Anna?
spring.
Jesus fuck.
Anna, as Pepper enthusiastically strips down to their undergarments and gets into the hot spring, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay, one check.
Perception.
somebody peeping.
Disgrace.
It's great. Hell yeah.
That is a 13.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just for the fun of it, Braden, could you just roll me just a d20?
Oh, no.
Can I do it into the tower,
If you
Mr.
want.
Mr. Laidlaw? Yes,
So
yes, I
I'm
will.
gonna give you a choice between 3 skills, and I want you to choose one of them and roll it into the tower. Okay?
Okay.
Nature, deception, and insight. And I want you to
Okay.
choose the one that you think is most appropriate to what I am suggesting that you do. And if you don't roll the one that I think you should do, I'm just going to add the modifier for the one that I think anyways, but I'd like you to have the illusion of choice. So pick one of those and roll it
Okay.
into the tower.
Is this like a match to what Lilia's doing right now with her perception?
You want me to say
Or
more
I'm just
details
trying to
out
get-
loud, or do you just want to roll one of those into the tower?
Okay. Yes, sir. You're right. You're so right, bestie. When Logan's right, he's right, damn it.
Cool. Good. All right.
Neat.
Looks good. Hot springs are nice.
Oh my god, this water is so good. Lilia, you gonna come in or what?
I will think about it, you know, for if I get too wet, then I can't really put my clothes on immediately.
You can drive by the fire, I'm sure.
Naked.
Or shake it off.
I could. Oh, the
Come
heck with it.
on!
She just starts like taking her ears and putting them. You know how like when people take like little dogs and they put their ears up with a little scrunchie and they look really funny. She just does that with her ears.
Oh,
That's so cute!
Can't get water in
Pepper
her ears.
clutches the side of the water spring.
oh my
Just
god.
like- that is... Lily, pardon me. That is the most precious thing I've ever done and seen. Did they make those? Did you make that?
I mean, it's just some tassels and ties. It's just making sure there's no water going in my ears.
Oh god, that is revolutionary. Have you ever thought of like commercializing that? That is my god. To just
I mean-
swimming laps around you, looking at it from all the different angles.
I mean, it's pretty common among our kind. We gotta make sure water doesn't get in somehow when we bathe.
So, cool. Do you carry like more than one?
Usually one's good enough unless I lose it. Then it's like, oh no. But
Word. Okay, cool. All right.
just anything to keep them up, really.
Yeah. Swimmer's ears gotta suck.
That's why we mostly don't always swim.
Yeah.
You know, we figure something out. Probably just stuff something in our ears for a bit. But
Well, bless
it's
you
just
for
for
having the
bathing.
common sense. Some people, they just don't care. They just dive on in.
oh, well, with little ears, I'm guessing you guys have something for that. Or at least because it's like, you know, your ears are kind of so flat on your face, the water just kind of never just goes whoosh right by, you know?
Corks. Yep.
But if I had like more like stand-upping ears and I tried to swim, it's just like all in my canals, you know, that wouldn't be fun.
I can imagine how like irritating and awful that would be.
It would be very irritating.
Ah.
Okay, let's get in.
She just starts taking off her clothes.
relaxing.
I can't make a beat of anything that's going on. Well, I can, but it really feels like we're just grasping at anything we can find, finding out this whole thing, huh?
I mean, it sounds like some group stealing dead bodies and re-upping them for whatever reason, and yeah, it doesn't seem that safe down here no more. Huh.
No, I guess not. And to be fair to the old man, I guess we can't really expect him to know everything that happens down here.
Spider.
Right. Ooh, sorry, I just got like a chill down my back for no reason.
You thinking about eating spiders?
I mean, that kind of sounds fun. Seems like something really good to chew on.
I mean, if you're in the mood for crunchy snacks, you can always, just eat the legs, but most of the flavor is in the belly.
How about that?
Yep. You just, you gotta cook them right. You gotta give them like a little stir fry, a little bit of salt, maybe sprinkle on some herbs, and I mean, they're still better foods, but you can't really knack it.
Yeah?
Yep, and you can put them all in a little bag, and then it's like eating beans. Or like,
I like beans.
Yeah. I think it keeps better than jerky, too, because, it's all stir-fried and dried. And it's bugs, so it doesn't really, isn't as pungent. So it doesn't attract all a bunch of little critters.
That doesn't really bother me much. And Pepper's just gonna with, like where they have the towel on their head and they just kind of cook themselves to the point of being overheated and they'll just doze off. That's Pepper's operative for right now.
Modus operandi.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are doing that. Scarn, you appear to be standing watch, and the others of you appear to be digging a grave and putting Mr. Hodgins in it.
Indeed.
Is that what you guys want to do for the evening?
Oh.
And then
I feel like Scarn's gonna fucking find us and maybe yell at us. But that's Scarn's call. What do you want to do, boy?
Yeah. I'll throw Tabasco back at them, just be like, yeah, go back. And walk over to you guys, not really confronting, but like, what's going on? How are you?
Would we be done putting him in the grave by the time Scarn gets there, or would we still be in the middle of it?
How are you?
How long would it take?
Digging the grave and putting him in is going to take a few hours, so...
Yeah.
Okay,
sure
fair. Yeah,
Scarn
so
will
Scarn's
arrive
probably
before
here when we're yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, then I'm just digging and not looking at Scarn.
Oh, you don't need to dig, kid.
Was that gunshot you?
Sure was.
We didn't really have a choice, did we?
The scariest thing to me about being something like that isn't being trapped in my own lifeless body. The idea that I might be used to hurt somebody.
He looked like he was in pain for a while, honestly.
Yeah.
The best thing we can do for him is find his wife.
I wish we could have helped him, but I think that was probably the best way to help him.
I mean, the way they died and became them, I don't really think any of them have a way to turn back. It's kind of a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
He was way past last ditch.
Mm-hmm.
I can accelerate this process by helping, correct?
Okay.
Or, yeah, I can help them
I'd
out.
say if you guys
Why
all
not?
help, you can get it done in like an hour or so.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right, pass me the shovel.
You sure?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
There you go. Might be a bit tiny for you. It's for goblins and people like me.
Yeah.
I'll mark it out.
Won't make you guys do any rolls or anything. It's digging a hole ultimately.
It's
You guys
digging a
can
hole.
Do that after
Digging
enough
a
time
hole.
goes by.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of
Jesus
chance. You dig the hole, you roll a 1, and then as you dig it, all the dirt just back in. It's the weirdest thing. No, it
Digging a grave wasn't on my bingo card today. Like shit.
Definitely wasn't on mine. But at least this is a bit more dignity than what he was doing before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no chance that in the time we'll be gone, they wouldn't come find him, or something else might go wrong. I was a little worried he might end up hurting Bothrak, whether or not he wanted to.
The gravekeeper talked about like 2 sad, tiny human boys. Do you think those were like
These kids.
his sons?
Yeah. He said he had 2 young boys. I think the only thing we can do is go to the home and find whatever note was left. I said it was in a hole in a wall, so that's my next idea.
I can definitely get us inside the house. The kids, they're either there or more likely they're at the House of Uplifting.
Can also
Yeah.
check there when we get back, just in case. I have a bad feeling that we might have 2 more to look for, if we don't find them.
I'd rather
think-
not think about that.
You think that they would do that to kids?
I think they would do it to anyone at this point.
I mean, I don't know what's worse, losing both of your parents to that or being turned into that.
Being generous, they've been skipping halfling bodies, goblin bodies, things like that. And mostly look for the bigger ones.
Seems like they need a workforce.
No, I
Lori
imagine
gets
those
like
kids
a-
will be at the House of Uplifting.
Laura gets like a worried look in his eyes when you say like bigger ones. Okay.
Well, that ought to do it for now. I'm gonna get him a proper headstone at some point.
We could probably ask the gravekeeper what he does.
Yeah.
Let's go on and head back there.
Yeah, we can clean up once the others are back.
Yo.
Yep. I would like to go in that hot spring though.
I mean, we got dirt all over us, we have to.
Yeah, I wanna.
Wanna get sick?
Yeah, fair.
I'll go wait for the others to return. We'll talk to Bothrak briefly about whether or not there's any headstones that we can use for this, or I assume we'll probably have to actually just bring one from the
To
town.
delineate,
Because I imagine
usually
that's...
they're provided by the families.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Usually there's a quarry up above that usually people would go to where they'd purchase it. And they like the stone for it, and they would get it engraved.
Part of the party that comes down and brings it with them.
Yep. Or it's sent in later. For the purposes of delineation, you return the shovel. Do you guys finish up your bathing?
We do.
And then these guys, they get in there and they have a bath. Do you guys have anything you want to do or talk about while you guys are cleaning off? For the purposes of food and drink on this particular evening, I'm going to say those are taken care of, given where you are.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have to mark anything. If you have any empty water skins, feel free to fill them back up. The water here will be sterile. You guys know enough about the caves.
Hell yeah.
One of the things that makes a community like this viable in this world is the fact that there are these frequent hot water springs that are near boiling everywhere that are usually pretty clean. So, like, they're not everywhere. You can't count on them always being there, but they make it a hell of a lot more viable than it would be.
Okay.
But, yeah, so do you guys want to talk about or do anything while you guys bathe and get yourselves clean? Or, also because you are taking so much time to relax on this day, I'm going to give you advantage, Skarn, on the check that you make overnight to recover from your disease.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
But
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
do that
just-
once we get there.
Yeah.
I'm just in the water. Yeah, I'm just in the water.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Boy bath, let's go.
Boy bath. Boy bath. I like
Three
your-
dudes chilling in
Dude
a hot
soup.
spring. Yeah.
I like your tie. Oh, thanks. I
Dude
like yours.
soup.
Men, we know how to be friends.
Hell yeah.
You fucking remember that Family Guy bit?
Yeah.
It's two women.
Goddamn.
It's just the two women being like, "Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so good that you can just wear anything out like that. I'm so happy. Oh my god, yeah, like that shirt. Like I wouldn't be able to pull it off, but you do." Cuts to two guys. I like your tie. Oh, thanks. I like yours. Men, we know how to be friends.
I like the other one where it's men. We don't know what we did. Yeah.
Oh, they're a bit
they're
sexist, but they're
great.
so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Tis.
yeah.
Final call on talking about stuff.
Nope.
Or do we just...
Desmond doesn't bring anything up.
we're
He
all-
hops in, starts scrubbing. He's out in like 5-6 minutes.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to give...
Shame ladies couldn't join us on this one. Just real shame.
Oh yeah, why is that a shame?
You did. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. I don't even really know what I mean. I'm just trying to be cool.
Nice to know. You don't gotta worry
Yeah.
about being cool, kid. It's fine.
Meh. I don't want them to think I'm cool.
Oh yeah, why?
I don't know.
You are a cool kid.
Thanks, Scarred! Scarred thinks I'm cool.
There you go. You're cool enough already.
Thanks.
Skarn's just in the distance, very heavy, floated away.
Starfish.
At
Just
that point. Just like,
Hell yeah!
Every once in a while, I will note around Skarn while you guys are in there. You guys don't feel anything from it, but just every once in a while, while Skarn's like moves in the water, there are like little electric crackles that like go to him, just like little Tesla shocks that go like from his skin to the water, just tiny
Ooh.
little ones. Just
small ones.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it. You won't get hit.
Ooh.
I trained that out. It's meditation. Don't worry about it. Dad taught.
What is it?
It's my power. Hard to explain.
Your power?
It's my mysterious cool
I
power.
don't know. It's my mysterious cool power, kid.
Check
Check it out. Check this out. Yeah. It's just storm power. Storm Lord's might. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. Stormlord's might?
I don't make the names.
It's really cool though. What is it? You can't just be like, oh yeah, I got Stormlord's might, and then not tell me what that is. Like what?
I'm basically I'm immune to electricity and also can imbue electricity. Don't worry about it. You've seen it. You remember when I shot that one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the electricity
Okay.
on that was me. Arm
That was
test.
your Stormlord's might.
Look, I don't. It's not like I'm saying it. I was 15. Okay, don't worry about it. Look.
Wait. Wait. What do you mean? Did they just like give you this power when you were 15? Did you name it when you were? You keep just saying stuff and expecting me not to ask about it.
It's a lot of martial arts. It's a lot. I don't like.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. But
I
you're
don't like
saying
explaining
really sick stuff at me.
I forgot. Yeah, I know. But you know what? You'll learn when you're older.
Will I?
Sorry.
No.
I don't think that I will.
Are you here?
No, I have very
Cool.
bad sneezes.
Oh.
Ignore me.
I mean, like, Desmond, have you heard of that? Stormlord's might? Like, are you getting any of what he's throwing out?
I
Like,
have no idea what you're talking about.
see? He's older. He doesn't get it.
Don't worry about it. It's basically.
I will.
I have electricity powers.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Are you like super special?
Desmond,
I mean,
roll
I
nature.
already knew you were like super special. Okay.
You can stick to not knowing if you want, but I'm just gonna roll nature to see if you do know.
Oh no, I'm just gonna keep bugging him. I'm a kid.
Natural 20.
I'm not gonna let this fucking go. Like,
For a total of 19.
So you as Aaron know why, right?
Woo!
For the Stormlord's Might?
Yeah, you know why he has that, right?
Probably, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So not right now.
he's just part. He's part.
Yeah, I'm
Caelynton
like-
Goliath.
Oh, right.
I'm playing stupid because
Caelynton Goliaths have lightning powers.
Yeah.
I'm playing stupid
Sick.
for
Yeah.
like I wasn't told this shit.
Yep.
I just in my
Okay.
mind
So Desmond,
kinda just got
you
these
know
powers.
that? You might have even heard that there's a Caelynton Goliath in the town before, because you would probably know generally about Skarn, because he tends to turn heads. But you can also say that you don't know, because who cares?
Yeah. Well, he's just not gonna bring it up anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like he knows, but he doesn't. It shoots a glance.
but I feel like
Yep.
everybody knows except me.
Why would
Don't
you
worry,
feel
kid.
that?
Goliath things.
Why'd you feel that way?
You
kid?
keep telling me to not worry. You can't say stuff like this to me and then be like, forget about it. I want to know.
Just Goliath things, bro.
Goliath things?
Eh.
Or,
Eh.
do Goliaths get cool lightning powers?
Sometimes.
God, would I know?
You would know absolutely nothing about Goliaths.
Yeah.
I know absolutely nothing about Goliaths.
Suppose you should read up on it next time you visit the college then.
But I read up about like musical stuff when I go to the college. I didn't think to read up about Goliaths.
Oh, you bards are supposed to know a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
It's an opportunity to broaden your horizons.
Okay, but how come I have to go read about it when you can just tell me?
It's funnier to not tell you.
It's meaner to not tell me.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes mean things are funny.
You guys are mean. Splash Desmond.
Male bonding.
Yeah.
Goliaths.
I'm glad I'm
we
able
know
to
how
figure
to
it
be
out.
friends.
Fuck yeah,
Sometimes
dude.
we have lightning.
Yeah, right? Damn. Look at him go.
I'm going to assume, I'm going to just pierce the veil here for a second. You guys rest. The resting happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the only thing that I really need to handle while you guys rest
Can I
is...
please not be sick anymore?
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Spoiler tag, you're looking to get a 10 or higher.
Come on, King.
So make sure
Come on,
you
King.
hit advantage and roll that up.
Look, with advantage, come on, you got this. Come on. Come on.
With advantage!
You had
Holy
advantage.
shit! Roll
I
again.
did. I pressed it.
Why did
I
you
literally
have... Oh, you did a check.
He
You
also
needed a
had
save.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Saves are on the right side.
it was the right side.
We're gonna so just we'll count that as one of them. Just roll me another flat d20. Just grab a d20 and throw it in there, and that'll be the other one.
Now you really
Well, what's his
got
modifier?
We love that.
Are you fucking kidding?
We love that.
Oh no! Actually, wait. Hold on. Okay.
No, I'm just meant to be sick. Don't
Could
worry
I give
about
him Bardic for this?
it. Nope.
Like,
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just meant to be sick. No, it's fine. I'll die.
Never mind.
Can I leap of faith this?
No,
I'll fucking die.
because
Why?
it's a persistent bodily function.
Fuck!
The gods hate me. It's fine.
This is
No,
where you
I
should
wanna
be
help
sipping
him.
hot water.
Also,
Scar, you
'cause I've
shouldn't be
already
trying
declared
to
it
eat
failed.
anything.
Fuck!
Yeah.
So,
The gods hate me. It's all right.
No!
I am going. Roll me 1d4 plus 1, please, Scarred.
Come on, Scorn.
You got
It
this.
was like, can we like at least put like a medicine check in from someone else?
Yeah,
if
right?
someone-
Like,
You guys don't have any medical
Go help
supplies
him.
that would be used to treat it.
What about just rubbing the tummy?
Love that.
That's good. No, that's good.
Justice,
You
I
want,
need you to get
lower.
your shit
You
together.
want lower. I'm just gonna put a note on you. Days remaining 2. Cool.
Oh fuck.
So you failed.
Yeah, of course. No,
Which
I
means
expected
that.
that.
Oh jeez. Let me just quickly check my stuff that I wrote about how it works, because it was newly made for the guide, and I haven't memorized my own stuff yet.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, so. I need you to roll me a d12.
Rolling.
Oh,
6 is the worst thing I could possibly
You
get.
already had that. You got winded. However, if you take it a second time, the first one was you can't move at a fast pace when traveling. Now, you cannot move at anything but a slow pace while traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, no, keep piling on. It's fine. It's fine. Skarn needs to die. It's fine.
stop.
No, listen, hey.
Hey, this is what the dice are saying. It's not. I'm not on Logan for this. This is the dice. The dice hate me.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Luckily, you
Pressure
don't
makes diamonds.
game.
You've got this.
Pressure also breaks everything. Why is it getting worse? Me.
Get out of the chat, you.
No.
Looking. But cause your body's not fucking. It's got to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't get a flu and it's immediately on the first day where you symptoms present. You're not the worst immediately. Again.
I mean.
Usually you feel bad. You feel a crescendo. You feel it with the most sicknesses and diseases. You sort of feel it coming on, and then one day it's like, oh, this is the peak. You're not at the peak yet, I guess, is what we're learning here.
What we found out.
You could have been at the peak. You're just not. Boo. Okay, so you guys wake up the next day. Good news, you don't have an extra level of exhaustion. You've still just got the first. Yeah. You guys wake up. Your internal clock tells you it's about 5 a.m. on the next day. It tells you that it is about Friday the 16th. Yes?
Sorry, it just makes me happy still.
Oh, just fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Braden.
sorry.
What would you guys
This
like to
matters.
do?
Okay, I'm good.
What a good question.
Time to get up, eat, and get out of here.
Yep. Moving,
Yeah.
grooving.
Because Skarn is now in his condition.
I'm gonna fucking this up. Sorry, guys. This is
You
my
guys
fault. So
can now have to travel at effectively half the speed that you would have traveled going back.
Ooh.
Well, that's alright.
Which means the roughly day and 3/4 heckin' trip that you took back is, I'm gonna say, is about 3 days now instead of that.
Fair.
Well, that's the case. While we're traveling, we can move at least a little stealthily. Try and take more caution while we move.
Yeah, we can try to avoid, those spiders and stuff. It's probably worth it in the long run.
Doubt it.
Do we want to presume that you guys take off from here and begin heading back up to the village?
Yeah, I don't think we have any more business
Yeah.
here.
So, as you
Yeah.
guys
Yep.
are traveling, as you guys wake up, around 10 a.m. on this day, you would receive a message. Desmond, you would receive a message on the sending stone. The message would just be a fairly short... The governors are going to meet about what you had said. None of them seem to know about what you said, what you mentioned. Continue investigating. We'll speak when you're back.
Honored back now. Expect us in 2 to 3 days.
All right. If you hear that message in your head, you respond back. Again. And to delineate what we're doing, I would like everybody. Do you guys want to roll group survival check, leading survival check, and put somebody in charge?
Don't put me on that.
Hell yeah.
Who's going to be in charge of doing the survival check?
Who's got the highest?
Unfortunately, me.
I got a +5.
I got it. I got
Highest what?
0.
Survival.
Survival.
I got a
Survival
+4.
is-
Yeah,
+3.
I'm sitting with Lori on a big fat 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Desmond.
Hey, Desmond, show us the way.
All right.
I also have advantage on the leading check.
So who
Nice.
is going to not contribute to the check?
Not I.
Yeah,
What?
probably
Huh?
also not me.
Well,
Gotta-
no, hold. I mean,
Big fat 0.
well,
How about you, Skarn?
Skarn. Yeah, Skarn.
Yeah.
Skarn, you sit out. I got this.
Lilia?
Come on, Skarn, which way are we going? Left or
Lilia,
right?
are you going to?
Yeah.
She will contribute, yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
I'll contribute instead of Skarn.
Nice.
Let me just switch us back to boom.
Okay. So Desmond, Lilia, Pepper.
Yep. Just give me one
Oh, yeah.
momo.
Alright.
So,
No, take your time, boy.
ba-doop-a-doo. Switch this over to
People do that.
survival, and I'm gonna hit you guys with a number. I need Lilia. Make this before Desmond does, but click. Go ahead and roll that for me, Lilia.
Wow.
Uh
That
oh.
is 5.
It's a 5. Let me grab my notes. Let me pull out my stack of papers. Paper stack. That's the sound of me dropping a giant comically sized.
Let this be a motivation, chat.
Oh god.
The modifier doesn't fucking matter. If the roll
Yeah.
sucks, it sucks.
Yeah, you right
It's not
though.
that one. That's the important
You're right.
thing. But they got a 5 in case we didn't say it out loud.
No, they
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, I might have just been absent-minded. Desmond,
Yeah, you
please
got a lot going
apply
on.
a -1 penalty to yours and roll it. You do have advantage, so make sure to apply that.
I got -1, advantage, and
Hey,
Nice.
That's a 16.
Okay.
You guys make proper progress on the first day. I want to know, do you guys want to be foraging for food, or do you want to eat rations and drink from your
with
water?
someone's sick, we have plenty of rations. We had so many rations I couldn't carry them all. Let's go
true.
through our rations.
Okay, everybody
Hell
take
yeah.
off 1 ration, and everybody take off 2 ticks of water from your water skins.
No.
And as you guys get to the end of the first day of travel, Mr. Skarn, you have been eating and drinking stuff properly, which is good. So you are on the mend, but it will take you a certain amount of days to be on the mend as long as you're eating and drinking properly. I would like you to please make a Constitution saving throw. You're still trying to beat a 10.
Come on, boy.
King.
You
Come
fucking
on,
got
King.
this. I believe in you.
Well, at least
Come
one of
on,
us does.
Skarn.
Yeah. Sorry, what was I rolling again?
Constitution saving throw. So the Constitution save
Okay,
is on the right
right.
side of that sheet.
No advance, no disad, right? Just
Nope, just
double.
flat.
hate my life.
Buddy!
Holy fuck, dude!
Expected.
I can't believe our mortal enemy was these terrible mushrooms the entire time.
Oh my god!
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Roll me a d12.
Yep. Wham.
Come on.
Sick.
Fuck.
Yep.
Hey, 11.
No,
Your
he wants
body-
lower on that.
Oh, fuck.
Is
Yep.
on fire.
You are in pain. You are now in
Yeah.
pain. You have a
Yeah.
level of combat fatigue that
Yeah.
will not go away until you cure this. And this level of combat fatigue can exceed your regular amount. So if you have your maximum combat fatigue, this can go 1 higher.
Yeah.
My poor boy.
Oh my
I
god!
expected this. Hell is it's my best friend. Yep.
Oh my god.
At this point, she's like using her ears to fan him. He probably has a fever.
Like, I don't understand how you're getting worse.
God
If
hates
you had like food poisoning, like it should be like coming out of your system. How are you getting worse?
Normally, when
Yes.
something makes you sick, you don't walk for 8 hours immediately after.
I mean, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. You need a rest up. We need to get you a good rest.
You look pale.
I'm sure you'll feel better by the end of tomorrow.
I'm literally great.
What are the chances it gets worse?
I didn't think you could get grayer.
Surely it couldn't keep growing forever.
Stop! Like, Skarn is now a mushroom man. He just turns into a fucking mushroom.
You know, I haven't really thought about how traumatizing watching someone just get worse and worse while getting sick might be.
Yeah, dude! Holy fuck!
Assuming the next day of travel, are the same people going to contribute to the survival check?
Yeah.
I will contribute this time
Okay.
as well.
You're going to contribute
Hell
this
yeah.
time as well. Okay, it's going to be the same kind of check. So, just to be clear, Desmond,
Yep.
Lilia, Pepper.
Yeah.
All right, so Lilia and Pepper, roll this, and then we'll figure out what we got to do with it via Desmond.
Okay, a 6 and a 9.
That is a
6
9.
and a 9.
Desmond, please apply a -2 and then roll.
What are we doing? Have we rolled above a 10 on a fucking D20 today? There you go, there's one. Fuck.
Hold on. I'm gonna review my notes and see if I believe I wrote a thing that should hopefully help you guys out a little bit.
Oh my god.
One sec.
Man, you know it's bad when the DM's taking fucking pity on you. Holy shit.
I just think I forgot a thing.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. So those are beyond and below people. So Lilia, why don't you should have advantage on this because you're part of the B&B agency. So why don't you roll me? We'll see. I can't account for the previous day because we're past that. But for this day, why don't you roll me 2 more and we'll take the highest of the 3. So just roll me 2 more D20s. We'll take the highest one and we'll retroactively apply that.
16.
Damn.
So the 16 would absolutely do it. So then the bonus would not only go, not only would it not be a -1
Lose
on
the
your part,
minus
it would be a
one,
+1
becomes
as
a-
well, which means you got a 13, which means you succeeded, Desmond.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
You know, for a second I thought we were gonna get lost, but no, this is the right way.
And then you guys
Hell
rest
yeah.
again on the second day. Well, how would you guys like to forage? Would you like to continue eating the food and drink you brought? I think you have just enough for this day.
I will
Uh-oh.
passively forage for water as we move.
Yeah, water.
But
Yeah.
I won't look for food. We'll
You
rely
have
on our
water.
rations. Why hoard the BBTA's rations?
If you're gonna look for water,
Yeah.
then we're basically just going to roll to see if you find stuff that's not good. Desmond, if you're going to forage for water, I'd like you to roll me a survival check. Just another one.
I also want to forage for water.
I guess then hold
To
on.
help.
Oh god.
Can I give him advantage by helping?
For survival?
Does he already have
you
that?
could do a leading
Yeah.
check, but you can't give him advantage.
Oh, if I was helping him? No? Okay. Fair. Dang.
14.
14?
That's result.
Bring us to water.
Are you
E.
doing it, Lawrence?
Sorry, I thought you were just saying I fucking couldn't help him. I was just trying to help
No,
him.
I was saying you could.
Sure.
It could be a leading check, or you could do it on your own. But you as I've pointed out before, any activities that take like hours to do, I don't generally think the help action applies to it.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Then yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. He did good. He's fine.
Okay, 14. In that case, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reference it against the loads of thing that. I'm gonna roll a D100 here, just in the background. Just, oh, who was this? Oh, what could that mean? So please roll me a D6 and then double it, Desmond, to determine how many gallons of water you find.
Ooh.
8. So you guys
Damn.
discover 8 gallons of water.
Hell yeah.
That each of those gallons is enough to replenish 2 ticks of your water skins.
Hell yeah.
And also, you could use them to just account for your water today.
Yeah, I was like, I can just use one of those gallons
So-
to just.
Yeah. So if you guys
Take
drink,
today's.
if you guys drink 5 of those, then there are 3 gallons left, which means 3 people can refill a total of 6 ticks on the water skins.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but my water skin's completely parched. Is that
Oh.
all right?
Go right
Mine
ahead.
too.
Thank you.
And then everybody tick off use of rations. And congratulations, your food wasn't poisoned.
Thank God.
So this is just kind of for me. Skarn. On this, the second day of resting. On this, the day of my daughter's survival check. I would like you to please roll me, once again, a Constitution saving throw. You're
Come
trying
on,
to beat
Come
a
on,
10.
baby! You got this! Bam!
Thank God you
Let's
succeeded.
fucking go!
Here's the thing about that though. Remember when I had you roll the D4 plus 1?
Yep.
That determined how many days there were left, that if you ate proper food and water, it would just go away on its own. So you
Yep.
succeeded, but also you naturally get over it at the same time. So you're better.
know.
Your exhaustion goes away, your fatigue goes
Holy
away.
fuck.
You guys can now move at a normal pace. You're good.
I hate everything.
You guys
On the
wake
upside,
up on the next
we'll probably
day.
be in by the afternoon.
Yep, you guys can return to a full pace, and given that you have less than half of a day left to move at a slow pace, you guys can get there on the evening of this day, the 18th.
Goddamn.
I wouldn't use this in all environments, but I'm very much enjoying using this in this. It's making, at least from my perspective, it's making foraging a little bit more fun. It's
true.
It's giving more uses to the survival rolls than just being like, okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
I
Okay,
like playing
keep going.
roulette.
Cool. Goodbye, toxic.
I hate
table.
being behind the gun.
It's true. All right. With that, and with you guys returning to town, you guys will end up back in town around noon on the 18th of November, a Sunday. You guys, we'll here. I'm gonna roll 60-10. This is how many minutes passed in that hour for no one's. Okay, you guys will get back around 12:30, around high noon. But as we
Nice.
do that, as we're about to go into that, we're just about at an hour and a half, recording-wise. We just passed that by about a minute. I'd say let's go ahead and as you guys get back to town, let's take a break. Let's just take a little break.
Yeah.
Break
A little
time.
break.
little-
Okay, heck yeah.
Ooh,
I will
a
be
little
right
cheeky
back.
break. Yeah, me too.
Got back just in time to not be dying. And I need to. This is actually be a good moment for me to be able to look something up real quick. There. Sounded like the eating sounds from Minecraft. Where is it? Where's the thing I need? There it is. Okay. So you guys were gone for... Switch the music up. Kaboom. Nah, the first one was better. Okay. Time to calculate some stuff. This gives me an optimal second to figure out some math. My favorite thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bam. Ah, how you doing, chat? Did you know that we currently have a sale going on our website, Nat19show.com? A sale on cushioned mouse pads. On, I think, acrylic keychains, but I don't remember if those are on sale, but I think they are. On phone holders that you can put your phone on so it's vertical on your desk. Did you also know that there's a pre-order store currently going on for the Kickstarter? That if you go to that pre-order store on BackerKit, you can get things from the Kickstarter that you might have missed on the first time through. Did you know we're accepting late pledges for the Risk and Reward Kickstarter? Do any of those sickness effects go into combat? Yeah, any effect that you have on you goes on to you. Like the combat fatigue would affect your stats. That would go on your attacks and saves and such. If they got more levels of exhaustion, those would go on them. And there's a bunch of other effects on the table that are a bit a bit more perilous.
Tangible.
I have a moment. Why don't I actually just go in and I can read what's on that. Might be fun, in fact. Let me get my stuff. The things that you can get from sickness. You automatically gain 1 level of exhaustion that remains as long as you have the sickness. If you roll a 1, you roll twice off the table, ignoring further results of 1. There's also vomiting, where you suffer an additional level of exhaustion that persists for as long as you have the effect. Nausea, you are poisoned for as long as you're sick. Groggy, you are fatigued and require an additional 1d4 hours of rest each day to benefit from long rests. Soreness, your movement speed is reduced by 10 to a minimum of 5, and by the way, generally you can get all of these multiple times. Dazed, you're sluggish. Winded, you can only travel at a normal pace, and if you get it again, you can only travel at a slow pace. Pain, you suffer a level of combat fatigue that applies beyond your normal level. And then if you roll a 12, internal bleeding. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 2d6. Get that one too early in the campaign, that could just kill you. So don't get sick. Eating creepy cave food, not always the best idea. There are rules for how you can, like, if you suspect something might be bad, you can like boil it, and you can cook it, you can detox it if you have the right tools. The table's intended to be used in strange and foreign environments, such as these. It's true, just don't get sick. What if someone's really bad at preparing food? Well, then maybe they shouldn't travel into the Underdark and forage for food there.
Well,
There's also rules in the book, in the guide when it comes out, that cover how you can determine if food is unsafe if you're the one foraging for it, and also how you can determine if it's unsafe if you are part of a leading check. I like to imagine Scarn threw up one last time at the cave entrance. It's like, nah, I wasn't sick. Just back to town. You just see the lights of the town in the distance. He's like, one sec. Okay, I'm good. Who wants dinner?
get that half day of post-sickness just...
I'm not saying that these are like comprehensive super rules for foraging. I'm sure there's lots of twists you could put on this for different environments and whatnot, but I do think one thing that 5e doesn't super have a lot of is when we did Chult, when we did the Tomb of Annihilation game, we were exploring, but it was mostly about random encounters and whether or not we had food or not. There wasn't really like much in the way of like, did you find anything interesting? What are the consequences of like finding something weird or unsafe? So I think hopefully these rules, if people can figure them out and parse them, hopefully they can help people if they ever want to run like survival games like that. And I would encourage people to take the sickness table and in different environments make different versions of it. Smaller versions, larger versions, just alternate versions. Add on to it. Take the D12 table and just add like a 13 to 20 and make it a D20 roll, for example. There's also rules that are in the thing that talk about the likelihood of stuff being poisoned or being unsafe depending on how scarce resources are in the environment or how dangerous they are. There's different DCs based on if there's a low chance or a mid chance or a high chance. It's very much, it kind of feels when after I wrote it, I did step back and I was like, this does feel like looking a bit at 3.5 because it is like, here's a bunch of tables. Memorize how to read them. I know something funny.
Yeah.
So as part of my leading foraging checks thing, I included a reminder in the guide of like how foraging checks normally work because people don't usually have them just memorized. And I included the consumption guide that is how much food per day and water per day that creatures of all the sizes need. But because our guide added things up to the planetary scale, I was like, I'm just going to take the math that they have and I'm just going to apply it and like see how much it would take. And a planetary-sized creature, which is what the Sword of Damocles is, would require 65,536 pounds of food a day and 16,384 gallons of water. Which sounded like a lot, and then I looked up how much 16,000 gallons of water is, like, in terms of space, and it's actually, like, not that much. Not as much as I would have thought it was. Like, it's obviously, it's a lot, but it's like a water silo. Like, a water tower. How many tons is that? Oh, I have a second. 1 sec while I pull out my handy-dandy little calculator. Go to
But
volume.
that was the second you had. Well, 1 second.
And,
Dun-dun-dun.
hold on. I'll bring out the math of, hold on. Click. Let's do some fun stuff. So, water, gallons, gallon weight. How much is a gallon? A gallon is about 8.34 pounds. So, let me just swatch out onto the calculator because I don't do math in my head. I'm just a GM. Teachers in school being all like, you can't use a calculator. You're not going to have a calculator on you your whole life. And then smartphones. Do you think teachers still say that? I know that there's a need for, like, you should practice doing this in your head because that's the point. But do you think that teachers these days don't as often be like, you won't have a calculator? Because objectively, basically everybody always has a calculator.
I think by the time I got into high school, they had switched to, like, you're not going to have a calculator in the exam room or something
Well,
like
sure,
that.
but I'm saying the justification
know.
for that is usually you won't have a calculator when you're doing your job, so you need to learn to do it without it. And that's just,
Right.
it was untrue then, because there's absolutely in most fields, you can just have a calculator with you. Why wouldn't you? And especially now, everyone has one just in their phone. Anyways, the weight of all of the 16,000 gallons of water is 136,342 pounds. If the Sword of Damocles needed water to live, that's how much water it would have to drink a day.
Oh, gee.
No, totally arcade. I'm more pointing out, like, the excuse should be them being like, you need to develop the skills to do math. It's when teachers say you won't have a calculator as the reason, it's like, well, that's not a good reason. There's a better reason. You should give that. That's not a good reason. Mathematicians, literally, like, when they're on the fly, they will often do it in their head, but, like, I'm sure in casual situations, like, mathematicians will still use a calculator. What if blackout? What if your phone has a blackout?
What if you have to do math during the zombie apocalypse and all batteries have been eaten?
In the case of the zombie apocalypse or you being stuck in a tundra, you're gonna need to do this in your head.
You're gonna need to know how to do geometry.
You're gonna need to know how to do the Pythagorean theorem in your head.
You will be moments in between pulling the trigger and remembering PEMDAS. Do you want to be in that situation?
PEMDAS makes me mad. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's taught differently up here.
Oh,
Well, it's
I
taught
don't
differently
even-
depending on where you are up here.
I've not done math willingly in a long time.
You know how the P is like parentheses?
Yeah.
Up here,
Oh, yeah.
heckin' up here, at least in PEI where I grew up, our curriculum
Yes.
called it heckin', I think it was Bedmas was the version we used, and the letters were just rearranged, and they didn't call them parentheses. They called them brackets, which is...
Oh, yeah, Bedmas is what we were taught, and then they switched to Pedmas, which is the new one.
Yeah. Fucking... I did not know the parentheses were called parentheses for, like, most of my life. Until, like, I was, like, 24. I just called them brackets.
Sorry, not Pedmas. PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
Because they switched
Yeah,
the order of operations.
Yep.
I have to
Dude,
be
we
real,
call them
Aaron. I did
brackets,
clock
too.
that.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's like a British Canadian.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because then as soon as I started interacting with Americans a lot, fucking in my
Yeah, they're
like
like
20s, they were like,
parentheses, and you're
they're
like, I'm
called
sorry,
parentheses. And I was
fucking
like, the
what?
fuck are you talking about? They're brackets and square brackets. Are you high?
And you're like, what? Like,
They're brackets, square brackets, and that's a squiggly. That's not a tilde. Go fuck yourself.
dude, right? It's a squiggly.
It's a squiggly. Once justice is back, I'm good to go.
The thing you put after your ooh-woos.
Oh, I thought I was unmuted. I'm back.
Oh, jeez.
No,
Alrighty. Everybody, thank your teachers. They have it hard. Next time you're in school, thank your teachers.
Money toast! Yeah,
I mean,
you.
thank you to my drama teacher, because she's the reason I like acting.
Even if your
What?
teachers didn't do a super good job, as long as they didn't leave you with trauma, thank your teachers. They don't get paid enough in money. They should at least get a
It's
little bit of
fucking
thanks.
true.
I would love it if my teachers were highly motivated. I understand why they're
Me
not.
too.
All right. I'm going to set this as the backdrop on my thing. Ba-boom. Let's jump back in. Whoop. Says the transition. Awoo! It's got a wolf in it somewhere. Or is it a monster? Or is it like a... I can't remember. Anyways, this is a scary campaign, and I'm making it very scary. Fucking... Okay. You guys arrive by way of the... Anna, just to be clear, you're here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hooray. Oh, thank God.
I was like, I thought I clocked you
Cool.
saying something, but then I was like, oh no, did I make that up? Because sometimes I make things up.
Did I just imagine Anna? Because I love her so much and I just want her to be around all the time. Fuck.
All right, my guys. You guys arrived by way of the Deep River Pit, which... get rid of that. You guys arrived by way of the Deep River Pit. You are back in the town. What would you like to do?
What a good question.
Scarn is feeling better this morning.
Scar, you're looking so much better.
Finally.
That's the shade of gray eye. There you go.
I'm supposed to go back to the BBT and report in.
Yeah.
Let's just get to work.
Are we telling them everything?
There's going to be a meeting of the governors, likely tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
They're going to want to know what we have, what we've learned. Apparently, they all don't know anything. I'm so
Like I
shocked.
said, are we telling them everything? Do we trust them enough to tell them everything?
Unfortunately, I have to tell them everything.
Okay.
Everything isn't really a lot.
What am I supposed to do? To tell the ones that are actively trying to help me? Nothing?
Again, it's the whole thing of like somebody's able to get undertow uniforms, and that's sus.
Oh, that's bad, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
we could either look into it alone, or we could have every governor who isn't doing that also looking into it. I think the good outweighs the bad here.
Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna show them the letter, gonna show them everything. Okay.
If we want, we can also look at the House of Uplifting and look for those kids. We also have to find the house, because if his notes are anywhere.
I'm
They have
sorry.
To go figure that out.
House of Uplifting?
That's an orphanage. It's where kids without parents end up going.
Pepper,
Mm-hmm.
roll me a religion check. Just while we're on the topic. I'll take any excuse to
Sure.
talk about lore. Roll me a religion check.
We know you will, bitch.
I love lore. Nom, nom, nom,
Yum, 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 yum.
11.
So I'd say that's basically enough to understand the basics about this. So give me 1 second. So the House of Uplifting, you would vaguely know as connected to a religious organization. It is effectively they're run by the clergies of a god named Falcoth, Body of the Masses, a god who is dedicated to helping outcasts and bringing together communities. They're typically associated with, they take in the homeless, they take in orphans. They take in the sick. They try to just help people in general.
Love that.
They're
okay.
also known more commonly as the locations are normally called the Houses of Uplifting, and the religion is often called the Straw Bed Organization.
The Straw Bed Organization. All right. Huh.
Oh, so you've heard of it.
Yeah. There's a lot of them, huh?
Yep.
It's good following.
Yeah, no, it would have been quite strange if you hadn't heard of it.
Right. That would be a good place to look for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at their house. I mean, we could stop by Lowtown HQ, and I could ask. We don't know exactly what pit they lived in, so it'd be a place to start looking.
I mean, should we
A Stanford estate.
do that first, or should we check in first?
I mean, it'd be a bit of a detour, so I guess we can go to the BBTA first.
Okay.
Just so you know, to
then I'll
get to the
finally-
proper bridge, and actually, yeah, where you are, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, better part of an hour to get to the BBTA from where you are.
And I'll finally be off my trial period.
All right. Are you guys heading to the BBTA?
Yep.
I
Okay.
think so.
You guys. Just
Head held high.
Head held low.
Oh.
Head held low. Just for the sake of what we're doing, I'm going to reshare the map so I can throw up on the player's side. Boom.
Preach.
I'm going to make a smaller version of this map at some point so it's not as laggy. You guys make your way back to the Dropping Edge pit, the one that Lilia lives in, and you make your way back to the BBT organization, back to the very large building that is within it. You find your way inside and make your way to the front. It doesn't take you very long before you are sent to the office of Lilia's father. Heckin', Mr. Capro. As you guys arrive there and you come in, as you're on your way in, I will note that you are first sent over to requisitions, where the backpacks themselves that you guys got are taken back. The supplies that you were given, you're allowed to keep. Those are just written off as expenses. And they also, when you check in with them, assuming that you check in and you state that your dive is done, you guys got to get paid.
Oh!
So, you guys were gone for 4 days.
Money for this?
You guys were gone for a total of 4 days. So, those of you who are hired, who were hired to dive, all of you, each of you gets 4 gold. So mark that down.
Oh my god.
Mark that down on your sheets, each of you. And then those of you who are hired by the BBTA, that being specifically Lilia and Skarn and Pepper, you guys get an additional 20 silver.
Damn.
Whenever you are taken here, by the way,
4
you
gold
are
and then
4 gold, and then then everyone except for the Undertow people, an additional 20 silver.
20 silver. Thank
The 20
you.
silver is your effectively your daily pay. If you remember, you do 4 days on, 4 days off. But since you guys were gone for 4 days, you are also informed that they would like you to take the following 4 days off to begin your off period.
What the how do I add currency? Sorry.
Oh, there's a button. At,
Yeah, I
if
see
you go
it.
to the
I'm just
inventory, there's
not
a
sure why it's
spend
not
money.
letting me do it. Oh, okay. The number
Yeah.
just wasn't popping. The tick thing wasn't popping up.
Yeah, you good. You
got
figuring it
this.
out.
4 days off? What am I gonna do for 4 days?
1, 2.
Eat, drink, be merry.
So you guys are off until the 22nd.
Oh, that's how we do it. All right, cool. And then it was silver
Yes.
pieces.
Yep.
Nice.
B.
And then you get in and you get a meeting with Capro, who, as soon as you're in, comes in kind of dabbing his forehead with a cloth. He seems to be a bit more tired than when you left. Sits down. You guys are all within his office, which is at pretty much maximum capacity with all of you. Sits in his chair, kind of pulls it in, takes a book, opens it on his desk, turns it to a blank page, takes a quill and some ink, looks to all of you. I'm very happy to see you all made it back. Okay, I'm glad that the dive seemed to have been successful, and you all look to be in good health. You okay?
I mean, most of us.
Now.
Yeah, he's good now, but he wasn't feeling super great.
Skarn is what we call a tummy ache survivor.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Skarn?
Look, sometimes I try.
Oh!
Usually it works out. The
Well,
one
well.
time I'm on a job, it doesn't work out. Okay.
Well, I'll be.
Well,
Oh, Skarn, you got a sensitive tummy.
I tried to warn him, Papa, but he wouldn't listen to me.
You'll
I
want
thought
this
it
We
guy.
need more probiotics.
I was trying to show out for the kid.
I'll put my sending stone back on his desk.
oh, thank you very much. He reaches out and takes it. I'm just going to remove that from your inventory.
Way ahead of you, baby.
Oh, good. Get it out of there. You don't need that no more. He takes it.
Window break sound effect.
Thank you, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so, given that you're not returning with Conglo, I assume that you have some news regarding that beyond what you said. I presume you didn't find him on your way back.
Conglo never made it. The Hollow Keeper never met him. They never arrived. We found a letter discussing their imminent arrival, and I believe that whoever is responsible for our ordeals there is also responsible for either taking or eliminating the governor.
I see. And do you have any indication about whether or not the governor is dead or simply taken?
They didn't say anything about wanting them eliminated, and I think having a governor held in their back pocket is definitely something that they would want. I can't imagine them being dead would serve them any better than having him alive.
Right. Just they would have had them for the better part of if not, like looks at some notes. You see him scrolling stuff down. You would think that they would have had them for at least a week or so at this point, and yet there's been no mention of any kind of ransom note. There's been no demands from this organization. There's been no
They
leave
definitely
us
didn't want him
alone.
returning. They seem to be trying to avoid an investigation into whatever they're up to.
And it's your belief that another governor is involved in this.
Presently, someone is able to acquire undertow uniforms. The Hollow Keeper has been happily allowing them in and out to exhume bodies under the pretense that the Hollow Yard was full, but there's an entirely new section with plenty of space.
Well, I hate to cast aspersions upwards. This is going to be a hell of a thing to report in.
Yeah, it's not a good vibe.
So, as a representative of the Undertow, what's your takeaway? What are you going to be doing about this? I'll of course pass this information on to the higher ups under the BBTA, and we will likely take it to your commander and decide what we should do from there. The board of governance is going to be having a meeting to talk about Conglo's disappearance, but information has not been fully passed on to them yet, so I imagine your commander is going to have some degree of opinion about what should be told. But what is
Given our
next?
position of trust and with the BBTA's direct investment in the ongoing piece of Gilligan's Pit, I would like to show you these, and I'm going to produce both letters, the one from Crave and the one that was given to Bothrak. If you could verify that you've just seen these, you can read these over. If you'd like, you can make duplicates. I'm going to try and move these up the chain, but in case they disappear, I would like someone with an outside interest to also be able to verify that these things were, in fact, that they exist.
Well, this is definitely the governor's seal. These are very particularly made. They're very hard to copy. So this is... It's not like there haven't been previous governors who have had their own seals that might have gone missing. So it's not necessarily a current governor, and it's not necessarily one of the ones that we have. This could have been replicated or stolen, but we update them every few years.
Do we have anyone who's aware of the distinctions of older versions?
Mostly your captains. Some officials in the city, some business owners have been around long enough to know the differences. I wouldn't. I know that they change every once in a while, but he like looks at it and he looks at the wax. So he like folds the paper back together to try to like recreate the seal fully because it would have broken when it opened. Like, unfortunately, it's also got some damage on it, so it's a bit hard to tell about the particularities. But unfortunately, the thing to do would be to run it by the governors. This might be something that goes a bit above my head. If it has to do with the authorities in the town, then maybe it is better that Commander Dendron be the one who sees to this.
I can bring it through the proper channels. Other than that, we have a few loose ends around town that we'll look into. Might be our key into finding where they might have taken our missing governor.
Well, unfortunately, our involvement's going to have to end as of turning in this information to your commander, so I have to wish you a good luck and I hope that you solve it. But know that the BBTA is absolutely at your disposal if there's anything else that we can do to help.
I think that's all. Having more people be aware that these papers exist. Obviously, I hope you keep these in confidence.
I would like to hang on to them long enough to note down what they say, and then I will pass them back to your commander if that's acceptable.
That works for me, yes.
Okay. And, young Lawrence.
Yeah?
This was your first time out with the Undertow and with the BBTA. You see, he looks down at the letter in his hand and he looks just to the papers he has. How did you enjoy it?
It was great. There's no problem.
I promise you that most of our work is, not quite this.
Okay. That's good to know.
But if you are looking to join the Undertow, this is a good example of knowing our organization here at the BBTA is dedicated to helping out the authorities and governors as we can. So if you ever do decide that you want to join the Undertow, know that you can rely on us, young Lawrence.
It's good to know. I'll be happy to have such professionals working under me.
And, Lilia and Skarn. On a less officious note, closes the book. How was your trip? Are you okay?
I mean, just a little bit of hustle and tussle here and there, but nothing we couldn't handle, Papa.
That's good. Your mother would have been very upset with me if I'd sent you on anything that left any kind of permanent damage. BBTA work can be
You let me go.
treacherous.
There is something I did want to bring up with you, Papa, but that could probably wait till a little bit later.
Are you sure?
I mean, they were all there for it, but I feel like it might potentially be a family matter.
Okay. Is everything okay? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Just, something and someone I saw there that we don't need a lot of people to just listen in on potentially,
Sure.
again, family matters.
Yeah, of course. As long as you're okay, then we can talk about this at next time you find yourself back at home, which I hope will be soon. Well, and Skarn, is there anything we can get you to ease your rehabilitation back into the town?
I'm going to get a drink.
That's gonna upset your tummy more.
That's the point.
In that case, I will get to work copying these down and get about doing what I need to do.
If we come to any more decisions, I'll be sure to contact you. It's possible, Skarn and Lilia and Pepper, that the the Undertow might have some questions for us, and you may be asked to return and speak to the captains or the commander. Just be sure to be available for that.
As long as it's not in the morning, you know me.
Well, if it is,
I have
be sure to wake up.
I have been listening. Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Questions, yes.
Well, in that case, Pepper, I'd like to officially welcome you. Assuming this work suits you, I'd like to officially welcome you to the BBTA.
Well, I would assume that my compatriots would say it suits me just fine, so I believe so.
He looks around the room.
Yeah, no, she did great.
Yeah, no, natural.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
0 problem. She didn't fall down anywhere ever.
Well, if you decide that you want to seek
I
long-term...
kick at Lawrence.
If you do want to settle into long-term employment here and you wish for us to help you find a place of residence here, because as you are still staying at the tavern, from what I understand, then let us know, and we'd be happy to try to find you a place here that is within your means.
I appreciate that. Yes, we will. I will certainly consider that offer. Absolutely, yes.
Excellent. Next time you're there, give my regards to the curling bobcat. I haven't been up there in a while.
Of course.
In that case, everybody, good job and dismissed.
Salute.
You don't have.
For a
I'm sure.
second, they look like a little bit taken aback by that, just a little bit like, and then they put their hand up and they give you like a kind of nervous salute back with a very like,
am I supposed to?
See?
Excellent,
Yeah.
both of you.
What?
All right,
Hell
come
yeah.
on,
Okay.
So do you want me to kill Goldo specifically, Harry, or like everyone at the Curling Bobcat?
The general patronage. I don't know the.
Okay.
Who knows who's running it nowadays? We barely ever go uptown.
Oh, y'all are missing out. The drinks are good.
Pants, Rich McGee.
Ooh, fancy
Sorry.
pants, Rich McGee over here. Fork you.
Fuck you. Yes.
They don't say that. They absolutely don't say that.
No, of course. Yeah. No.
Heckin'.
We would never. Yeah.
All right, I got some business in Lowtown, so I'm gonna head that way.
My business is his business. We're a partner.
What? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll be hitting the old dusty trail.
Skarn, Pepper, and
Like, are
Lilia, they look like they're going to be
For
heading
work
to
yet?
Lowtown. Is that, are you tagging along with them?
Are we
Doesn't
still
see a reason.
working?
Yeah.
No, you are now off. Oh, sorry, are you asking that in character?
Yeah, like yes, both.
Oh.
I thought we were off of work. Are we just continuing our
Oh,
investigation?
you're off work, but
Yeah, you're good.
I work for the Undertow. I'm always working,
Oh, right.
and
I
we still
couldn't
have to. I mean, we still have to find our missing people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
But
you're
that's
welcome
not-
to join, but you don't have to.
That's not your job if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Am I choosing to play D&D or am I not choosing to play D&D?
I mean, Lowtown
Pepper,
is
your
where
nose
the
is bleeding.
tavern is. That's
Yeah,
where you
you-
meet Skarn's family.
You can head to the
No, not
wolf.
yet.
I mean, it's
It's
good
also
drink
where
there.
you live. For the time being.
Yeah, I probably should have head on back. Together
Yeah,
we
but-
go.
No, they don't live Lowtown. They live uptown.
Mm.
They live.
Oh yeah, they live uptown.
Yeah.
I was at my tavern. I was looking at my tavern.
I've got a trek.
Okay, so who is not
Yeah.
going
That's
with
through
the
there.
group?
Looks like
Pepper.
Rojo. Oh, you're not coming?
I'm going.
I mean,
to the
technically,
curling
you
bob-
have to.
Okay, so
The
just-
curling bobcat is.
the curling
yeah.
bobcat is uptown. That is back up on the surface. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
Lowtown, which is the central pit in the
The
middle of everything.
opposite.
Okay, so to be clear, do you have the map open?
Yes.
Okay. Lowtown?
Yes, Uptown's all the way up there.
Uptown.
Yeah, it's like 30 feet.
We're all going the same direction anyway. Of course I'm going to Lowtown, sorry.
It's true, to get to Uptown, you'd have to go through Lowtown.
Yeah, or you'd have to go through the Undertow HQ.
I don't know why, but I was looking.
You'd have to go through the Crack Rod, which is a basically a little labyrinth where that acts as a prison. So you don't want to go through there.
No,
Take a shortcut through jail real quick.
Sorry, I guess
Really
going
nice.
up so fast. Bust the capillaries in my nose. Yes, I want to go to Lowtown.
Okay, you guys all head there. Where are you? So you guys all head there. Upon arriving there in Lowtown, you guys would get there at around 2-ish, let's say with the meeting and getting paid, about 2:30 p.m. You still got a bit of daylight left and whatnot. The taverns wouldn't be open for a while. Those mostly open for the night. You could go back and go to your place and whatnot, but they don't really start serving until the evening. What would you guys like to do?
I was gonna go to Lowtown HQ.
Any objections?
Going with.
All right, is the whole party going with?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
As you head to Lowtown HQ, as you head into what effectively amounts to the town square that is in there, you pass by a few of the businesses you know are there. Just so you guys know, there's a clinic there, which would have been very helpful if Scarn was still sick. There is a potion shop there that is open every other day. Slow drip mixtures. It's one of the few places you can get specialty potions and elixirs and whatnot. Beyond that, there's a myriad of small businesses. As you guys go there, Pepper, you're new to town. You do see that there is what looks to be a large circus tent that is looming up over most of the buildings that are in here. In the distance, there's a series of torches and lines of lights and candles strung around it that illuminate it in the distance. As you guys proceed forward, you head to one of the larger buildings that are in the area. Through the crowds that are there, the relatively thick, given the time of day crowds, and you head towards the Undertow Lowtown HQ. Words. Undertow Lowtown HQ. As you proceed into there, what are you looking for specifically, Desmond?
I want to see if there's anyone manning just the front desk, or if we have any areas I can talk to some people, like any Undertow members that are nearby that don't look like they're heavily occupied.
As you head into the main area, there'd be a few. So there's a couple dozen effectively Undertow members that exist in each of the pits.
Each pit.
As you go into there, you would know that probably 4 to 6 of them are in the HQ at any given time. As you come in, you see there's a couple that are standing around talking to one another. They look like they're just getting ready to head out. You do see there is effectively a receptionist. There is a secretary for it who is themselves an Undertow member, but the staff rotates out who is at the
when you
front.
get desk duty. Yeah.
And they're just preparing to do what they're doing. The building is fairly long. There's an open area, and then there's passages that go into back areas, temporary holding cells, etc. And you're just looking to go to the front desk? Is that the idea?
Yeah, that works for me.
As you do so, there is a gnomish woman wearing an Undertale uniform. Undertale? Undertale!
Oh.
Dressed as Sans!
Undertale uniform.
Despite everything, you're still a guard.
He just shows up.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'll tell you anyways.
As you proceed forward. Although, to be fair, the setting is not terribly far off from kind of what Undertale is.
Uh-oh.
Just given the caves and such. This gnomish woman looks up at you. Ah, Desmond! Haven't seen you in a few days.
Afternoon, just back from a dive.
Oh, I trust everything went well on account of the fact that you're, and she looks towards you, still in one piece from what I can tell.
More than normally, I guess.
Anyways, what can I do you for?
I'm looking for a house, but I can't tell what pit they're in, so I was wondering if I could ask you if you knew any any of the people I'm looking for.
Looking for a house.
The Stanbirds, or where they live.
Looking for the Stanbird home. The Stanbirds.
I don't know if they're Lowtowners.
You give me a minute, I might be able to pop into the back and try to get some records of where people live. If you're looking for a family, I might be able to find it relatively quickly. You'll have to give me a sec, though. Gotta sort through files and old papers. Hopefully they haven't changed their name or anything recently.
They just had a death in the family, if that helps.
It does. That narrows it down quite a bit.
Yeah. There's, Candace Stanbird passed away a while ago. I'm looking for her husband.
Okay. I don't recognize the name myself. Let me head into the back. The reason that, Nah, is there... I suppose it makes the most sense. You sure they don't live uptown?
It's possible. They're, some of the taller folk, but, you know, we got a few down here as well.
All right. Well, excuse me for a minute. If you don't mind while I'm searching, could you keep an eye on the front in case anybody comes in?
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Yeah, we got it.
She hops down off of a particularly large chair, and she walks out into the back.
I just don't come back.
Yeah. Like that son of a
Calling my
bitch.
day early. There's been thoughts of Lincoln poop. Just fucking throws their fucking uniform off. Goes out drinking.
Damn you! This is the third time they've done
Stupid
this.
idiot.
Yeah.
That's like the 8th time he's fallen for that. Stanbirds. As if.
Holy fuck.
You would probably be waiting for a good 20 or 30 minutes. Is there anything you want to do during that time?
Nope. No, he'd organize the top of the desk if there's anything like askew. But outside of that, he's just gonna stare at the group.
I'm playing with everything.
Stop doing that.
Yeah. What? Why?
Not a toy.
When Desmond looks away, I like turn something that he's like organized on the desk. I like scoot it a little bit to make it unorganized. What do you mean?
These aren't toys.
He's
I'm
not
sure
even
it's a
doing
toy if you try
anything.
hard enough.
I'm absolutely instigating and helping.
Anything's a toy if you try hard enough. Like, yeah. Like, see? Are there pens here? Are there like clicky pens that exist here, or are we in like quill territory?
We're in quill territory.
Oh, okay. I like fucking pick up a quill and I like put it like between like underneath my nose and I'm like, look, see, I have a mustache. Whoa, see, anything's a toy.
To grab the feathered side of the quill and just gently pull it to get a bit of the ink on their face.
Yeah.
There, now you do have a mustache.
Sometimes you're a dick. Just trying to wipe it off. Let me.
I've been told that before.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just fucking around.
Some time passes, and eventually the gnomish woman comes back. She comes back with just parchment that she's clearly written something on, walks over towards you, hands it over to you. The Stanbird family, they did have, there was a requisition for some Undertow members, an Undertow member, to go with their family to help to deliver a body to a grave, so we have the record of that. They appear to live in the same pit that you live in. They live in the Hillbend pit.
That makes life easy.
I marked down the house on here.
Oh, thanks. I'll pay them a visit before I head home tonight.
Roger. Is there a particular reason that the Undertow might be visiting the Stanbird family? Are they doing okay?
Oh, they're possibly have some information about an ongoing investigation.
Oh, I see.
And I also had I wanted to give him a wellness check. I know things are probably going a little rough since he lost his wife. I want to make sure their kids are okay.
It's mighty fine of you, especially since you're a neighbor in the area. I'm sure they'd love to have the community reach out to them.
Yeah, well, that's all from me. If you need anything, you can obviously swing by my pit. I can give you a hand.
Certainly. Now, if you've been out of town for a while, then I suggest you should probably check in with your captain and make sure they know that you're on deck.
Yeah, she should have just got back actually yesterday herself.
Oh, was she gone as well?
Making a trip. I guess they're visiting a grave of their own.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure about the specifics, but I caught them briefly as they were leaving. Well, obviously, I saw her.
Here's me making a wisdom check for this person.
Ooh.
NPCs and their wisdom checks are pretty good today. Oh, you hadn't heard then? I guess they must have been pretty secretive about it.
They keep to themselves.
Captain, don't mean to betray their trust, but if you're concerned about it, it must have been about the better part of a year ago at this point. Captain Leona's one of their sisters passed away.
Are the triplets?
Yeah. She, was one of the ones what worked at, served at the sanctuary, as the other two sisters did. Their family hasn't been doing too well. Leona and her sister, Muntheris, they've not been taking it super well.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
They hadn't said anything to us directly, but, I heard it just through the grapevine.
We figure these things out. It makes sense. Nothing's too secretive for long in the pits.
They must have decided not to tell all of you guys down in the hill bent in the underloft, because maybe they didn't want you worrying about them.
I feel bad I didn't notice.
Well, Leona's always been a little bit stoic, hasn't she?
Yeah, well, after the last, 5-6 years, at least. I don't know, I just remember before the war, or before I went off to war, they were I felt a lot more sociable.
I knew her sister had been sick for a very long time. So it's not like it wasn't seen, not like we didn't know it was coming. In fact, I think it was about a year ago. I might have my information wrong on that. If you want to follow up with it, probably best to talk to...
Yeah, I'll talk to her directly.
But, well, sorry to end on a sour note.
No, it's fine. I mean, these things happen. I'll catch you around.
Right?
See
Have
you
a
at the
good
Wolf,
day.
maybe.
And, to the rest of you as well, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. So, trying to rub the mustache off.
You'll just be probably stuck with that for the day.
Damn it. Stubborn ink god.
Alright, well, we know where one of our leads is. That's not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'll probably check in on them before it gets too late, because if the kids aren't in the House of Uplifting, that means they're there by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go check on them. Yeah.
That's
Should we
it.
try for the House of Uplifting or go to the house? Go to the.
From Lowtown,
first.
it's about the same distance either way, and we could go to the House of Uplifting first if we had went down the south path, I think. We could swing by there, and then it's a bit of a mess, but you could take the uphill climb to the Hillbent Pit after that point. That'd be a good chunk of the day, though. I don't want to tie you all up. You're not obligated, obviously.
I think we should check their house before the House of Uplifting.
So, it would take you about an hour to get to the Hillbent Pit.
Yeah, because we got to go all the way up to downtown.
Yep.
Through Low Market.
Pretty much
and then
whichever way you decide to go. Anytime you cross any of these lines, you move 10
It's
minutes.
10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The southern might be a bit longer because it gets really bushed in, and so it's double for those ones, right?
You could go down and then you can go into the Underloft Pit and then up through there, and that's actually a bit quicker than trying to go through the Low Market.
Oh, yeah,
way.
probably. Oh, yeah, then I guess the House of Uplifting is technically faster. I normally take Low Market first because I got to go grab this one.
However, you do have, as Lawrence mentioned, someone who does not want to go to the House of Uplifting.
Let's swing by the Hillbent first. We could check it. And then if anyone has any personal business, you can obviously take the evening. I wouldn't mind the help looking through their house once we get in. I'm not
Right.
not always able to spot everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool to
Give
check
it a
out
look.
the house with you. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Any objections to the entire party taking the hour to get to the Hillbend Pit?
I'm down with it.
No objection.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Hell yeah.
You guys head your way
Interested in
down.
what's going on.
You head down through the tunnels. You head through a briefly more overgrown section of the tunnel into the Underloft Pit. Now, the Underloft Pit is one of the most, the pits that has the most diversity. It has the plateaus, to the point that there's a section called the Elevated Block that there's no path up to it, and it's pretty much all like bird folk and people that can fly live up there. It is also one of the ritzier parts of town. It is where one of the wealthiest of the governors lives. It is where Desmond's own HQ that he normally would go to, the Undertown Underloft HQ. The Undertow Underloft HQ.
There you go.
That's where he normally would go. That has the House of Uplifting, which is a very large building that accommodates people. There's a lot of more wealthy estates. There's a club there called, the two clubs that are pretty famous. One is called the Pay Night, which is effectively a gentleman's club, a noble's club. It is a tavern for the ritziest of people. And then there's the Red Curtain, where Lawrence is not allowed to go.
Oh.
It's entertainment of a particular variety. Beyond that, it is just generally a wealthier, more aristocratic by the standards of the town's area. As you guys go into it, though, you wouldn't need to do much going in. You would head in the main road, head through, and then head up the pit. Take a tunnel up towards the Hillbent Pit. The Hillbent Pit is a pretty regular community. It's mostly residential. In fact, it's basically entirely residential. It does contain the Temple of the Four, the temple where the people would express worship to Vestius, Horos, Tequin, and Emir, the Eidolons.
Okay.
All right.
It is right across from the Temple of the Moonrabbit Pit, which is its own, which is where Karagash's sanctuary is. And it is also where Desmond lives. As you guys head into it, you would know that the house that you're looking for is right about up here, Desmond.
Oh yeah, they're literally like 5-6 minutes from my place.
Yep.
Oh.
Gonna mark down the hour going by. Click. As you get there and you approach it, the moon root that is up above, still fairly strong. It's still soaking up the light from the sun up on the surface, and this place is lit very well. It's lit like a nice summer day. This pit is also very well known for having a pretty satisfying sweet scent to it, because the governor, Forskill, he is a Firbolg who runs a pretty extensive garden and greenhouse out of his estate. He loves flowers. He loves vegetation, and because of that, there is a strong scent of flowers that tends to permeate this pit. As you guys head towards the house and you approach it, it looks like any other house around here might be. The shutters are closed. It looks to be a pretty average-sized family place, probably no more than 3 or 4 rooms inside. Maybe a basement, like there might be a very small cellar. You're not sure.
I'm gonna do a quick walk around the house, and just make sure I don't see any signs of forced entry or any signs of trouble.
Roll me investigation.
My lovely skills. Anyway.
Got this, boy.
This is gonna be the easiest roll ever, an 8.
You don't see anything in particular. Assuming that Desmond kind of walks around with you, Desmond, you have your eye out for... Given the situation of this household compared to yours, you look for similar signs to yours, and you don't find any. There's nothing outside that would lead you to believe that they've gone through anything immediately similar to your situation. Desmond, the only interesting thing that you find is that all of these shutters and windows appear to be barred and closed, and the front door is also closed. There are no immediate entrances, no windows that lead inside. It seems to be still.
Yeah, well, only thing left to do is do it. Walk up to the front door and rap on it.
All right.
Undertow!
As you walk up to it and as you knock upon the door, you find that there is no answer, even after a minute passes.
I'll try the handle.
As you try to turn it, it is locked.
Desmond, if they're here, they're probably scared of the undertow.
No, they wouldn't know anything about it. I doubt their dad would have told them.
And like, wouldn't they know about like the House of Uplifting? And
that's fair.
yeah, they're probably scared.
Then knock again. Hagen sent me. Kids, if you're in there, open up.
We're not gonna hurt you. We're just worried.
Yeah, that's definitely what you say at the front door.
Listen, I don't know. Hi, I'm 10. I'm also a kid. Does that make you feel any better?
There's still no answer.
Yeah, I
They
don't
might
think
not
we're
be home. Alright, well, I can probably talk to Captain Leona and get some paperwork to get a proper warrant to actually investigate.
Are there any like
assume you'd
windows or
prefer-
anything anywhere, Logan? That we could like
there-
look in?
There, like I said, shutters are pulled, and they seem to be
Shutters.
closed.
Okay. Okay.
You think we have enough time to wait for a warrant?
We can,
After everything that we've seen?
I can probably get them to push it. Depends on exactly who we're talking to, but I trust my captain. Have any other options?
Or I have a thought. How about me and Desmond turn around and then you guys figure out how to open this door, however you can open this door, and then we have nothing to do with however you open this door.
I can't just pretend like I'm not allowing a crime to happen, kid. That's not how
What?
being
No, we're not.
friend
What
would
are
be
you
as a
taking?
kid.
And I like
You
try to
little
like turn
punk.
him around, like, oh, jeez, who knows what's going on behind us? Crazy.
I'm not gonna break into somebody's house. At least not this person's. I mean,
Didn't
not
Hogs
answering the
literally
door.
say that it was at his house? Wouldn't that be kind of like permission?
We know he's here, but I can't
Matt.
exactly write up in a report that I broke into a house because a zombie told me to.
But you didn't break in. They got here, and when we got here, the door was already
Listen,
open. Crazy.
I'll know that that's not true, kid, and that's not how we do things. We do things the right way.
Okay.
If you guys want, I can go and check that out. I know you want to avoid going to the House of Uplifting. I can
Yeah, I just
briefly
don't.
peek in there, but if I'm going to
Yeah.
talk to Captain Leona, I have
I
to
don't like
head to the Underloft HQ anyways.
Yeah.
You guys I can show you to my place if you want to either bunker down here for a little bit, or you're welcome to tag along, but it's another hour or so, and I don't want to keep you guys walking all day.
It's like 20 minutes back.
Yeah.
20 minutes? Yeah. About a half an hour
I-
back then.
I wanna hang out at your place. Yeah.
So, question: is there anything around the house that we could see from the outside?
Like, right?
Roll me investigation, Skarn.
Oh, you got this, boy. You're so
If anyone
tall.
could spot something, the archer.
Yeah, right?
It's a shame that we're all also dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh,
justice. Okay,
Sick,
Logan, can we
nasty.
still fucking get
you
rid of
gotta
our
say
dice?
what that was,
Can we
though.
smelt our
That was
dice
a
still?
2 to 1,
minus one.
baby.
I don't know. Is it there?
What
Is
was it?
the
2 to
furnace
1,
there?
baby.
Furnace is there. You should be able to.
Okay,
Oh.
There's
Justice,
a-
here's the thing. We fully believe, some of us, that some dice are absolutely fucking cursed, and when they're really not, like,
true.
doing you any kind of fucking favors, we smelt them so you get a new set of dice. You should maybe do that with your dice.
One would wonder if the internet dice would be remakeable.
You express a sentiment that has been
So-
expressed before.
So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
in case
For
you
sure.
want to indulge, Carrie,
Some of us are very superstitious.
you see how on the screen somewhere you have a little furnace icon?
Yeah, I see it.
If you click that, it'll bring up a little menu.
Uh-huh.
And you can click melt them and change dice colors, and it will, in theory, destroy your dice and create a new set randomly.
Mm-hmm.
However, you could also just click
It's
smelt them
very
to
popular.
theoretically get rid of them if you don't want to get rid of like the effects you have. It's your call. You can do whatever you want. It's
The
unimportant. whether or
gods
not I
don't
believe in
care
this.
how they go. They're weighted by numbers.
We can just
These are
accept how you,
algorithms. The algorithms care not about me. Fuck it, I'll do it.
You touch
Hell
something
yeah!
that Will Wheaton touched or something, and it's just transferred to you.
Exactly. Exactly. See, look at all those. Not a fucking 20 in the bunch. Damn.
Yeah. That is
Thumbs up,
very
So,
guess.
Carrie, just to remind you, Carrie, it destroys your
Yeah?
dice and then rolls your new ones. So those dice
know,
are the new ones.
But you want them to get better. You want them to
That's
get better.
definitely not the
You get all the
sentiment
bad
you just
ones
said.
out, and you want them to get better.
I love that you're
Listen.
pivoting.
None of my sense makes sense.
It's
I know
true.
that.
I agree.
You just,
We're all speaking
No,
gibberish
no
here.
argument. No argument.
yeah.
There's nowhere that I could shove. No, I don't want to scare.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I know how that sounded. Sorry, I was talking about my dragon. I wanted to shove fucking Tabasco through a hole.
So, fun fact
But that's
about
not gonna
Tabasco.
Oh, okay.
So, fun fact about Tabasco.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you know that
Hold
you
on.
can summon familiars on the other side of doors?
I think.
Anyways,
Interesting information.
I think.
Not related
Once
at all.
the point that this technically wouldn't be breaking in is made to Pepper, she kind of leaves the argument, walks up to the door, and just, like, Tabasco poofs and then poofs into the house.
Yep. Disappears.
She's
You like
like-
lean against the door and then just inside.
Okay,
Inside.
baby, I know we've practiced this 100 times, but this time's for real, all right? You see your little talon? You gotta jam that, and you just gotta open the door. Just open the door.
It's open now.
You. So are you going through their senses right now, or are you just relying on them to do what they're doing?
I'm gonna, you know what? I don't trust this little dragon, this little stinker. I'm going through my
Damn.
dragon.
All right, you go into the dragon.
faffed
As
around
you
too
see, there
much.
is a dusty house inside. It looks like it's probably it looks like no one's been in here for maybe a week or so. It's hard to tell. Everything looks like it was just sort of left where it is, and that nobody's been in here to clean it. Thin veil of dust floats through the air. Most of what you can see, you see in like shades of yellow and gray because you're looking through Tabasco's dark vision. However, if you want to, it is a simple matter for Tabasco to fly to the latch on the inside and unlock it from there. You can absolutely do that with no trouble if that's what you want to do.
Can I do a quick perception beforehand?
Are you looking around?
Yeah.
That would be
as
investigation.
Tabasco. Oh.
And I believe you have
okay.
to use the familiar senses, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So,
They're physical ones you do. You're the ones tied to your mental perception. I think when looking through, you can use either.
let's just
if I
say you
recall.
use your investigation.
Ooh.
You just roll your investigation just because you're directing it.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Because you can gain bonuses and stuff. Like if they have dark vision, you gain that benefit.
Oh God! 3.
Tabasco like jumps up onto a counter and begins looking around, and it seems like it's found something it's very interested in. It walks across the counter to what looks like a wooden box. Its stinger comes down and knocks the lid off of it, and inside there are 3 dried cookies, which Tabasco immediately is like, and it just starts digging into them.
No! No! You don't know what's in! Oh, you stupid motherfucking dragon! Oh!
Raises its head up, gnawing on the cookie that is half the size of its body. Like,
Oh, that's it. I'm getting back in there, and I'm gonna like try to fucking rub it and get him to go to the door and unlock it. You stupid pseudo dragon! You're not even a real dragon. Open the goddamn door!
It begins flying over to the lock, and as you say that in its head, it's reaching with its little paws towards the lock. Then it stops in the air, it squints, and it crosses its dragon arms and stares at the lock.
Buddy.
Oh, all right. You're getting upset because I brought up technicalities. Listen, you're a full-fledged dragon in my heart. You know that. Now open the door.
Roll me animal handling. You can technically force it to do whatever you want, but unless you are roll animal handling.
I'm not gonna force him, all right. God damn. Oh boy. That's a 5. I'm spelting my dice too, motherfucker. God. What's going on?
The disease
Melt them and
spreads.
change the dice.
So
Okay.
fucking funny.
As you say that, Tabasco just sort of arcs their neck and just lets out a...
Let me handle this.
Yeah, hey, Soren, can you...
Tabasco.
Yeah,
Can you open me out by opening that? Can you open that door for your
Wait,
boy?
did you put your dragon inside that house?
Don't worry about it. Can you help me out real quickly?
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion, alright.
Come on, King. One of us has to roll well. Come on.
Ooh, 6. We love
Jesus
that.
Christ.
You just hear from the other side of the window.
It rolled over the other side. That's great.
Also announce your roll?
Oh, it was a 6. I thought I said it.
Tabasco, for the
Okay.
love of fucking Karagosh, do it or I will skin you.
Roll me intimidation.
It's not gonna work. I have like no fucking charisma. 19.
There's a pause, and then just you hear a click, and then the door just slowly wobbles ajar.
Oh my god.
I actually didn't
Quick.
think about it.
Really?
I'm really sorry.
Looks like you got a bit predator in you after all.
Oh.
No, like, give a little elbow.
I mean, that's how my mom. That's how Mama says she got Papa.
I want it on the record that I was against this.
I mean, alright.
I walk into it.
Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Undertow, if you're in here, announce yourselves.
Your voice bounces off the hollow wooden interior of this place. There is a slightly damp, sort of dank smell to it. Like, not good dank. Like, shut up!
Ah!
The burglar alarm goes off! The police have been alerted! Fucking, you guys, there's a slightly dank smell, just like a mildewy kind of smell, as if no one's cleaned up in a minute. And as you walk in, there does not seem to be anybody answering. You don't hear any sounds. It appears to be empty. You see there's a...
It's a single-story household? with a
Single-story
possible
household.
basement?
From the inside, it looks like it's one main room that appears to be a dining room. Then you see a hallway going into the back of it. And from what you can count, there are 3 doors in that hallway. 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
Can we start searching for holes in all the rooms?
Yeah, let's go room by room. I can't imagine it's in the main living area. Likely either in their bedroom or if there's a basement. I was trying to hide something. That's where I put it.
Let's say.
Ice cream truck in the background. I'm so sorry.
He goes by sometimes, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Oh, ice cream!
Sorry, where are you going?
Haven't even had dinner yet.
Desmond, can we get ice cream though?
Find the hole, and if he's still around by the time we do, then maybe.
Okay.
1.
Frantically looking.
So number between 1 and 3.
Me?
Top down. Start with 1.
There you go.
All right. As you walk over to it, you open a door, and as you do, it opens into a room that appears to have 2 beds on either side of the room. There's a dresser, and there appears to be a section of the wall where there are shelves built into it, carved into the wall itself. There's a small table, a small bedside table beside each of the beds, and on it there is, each has a candle that looks like it was allowed to burn completely down.
What's the state of the room? Just looking at it, like beds are made, or
The beds appear to not be made.
is there a closet or anything as well?
There is a closet in which you see some of the shelf. Oh, there's like the shelves that are carved into the wall. It's not like a closed closet, but you see there are various, a few outfits. Keeping in mind the setting, they don't have that many sets of clothes. It looks like somebody came through here and likely took clothes out of here because it's pretty scarce.
All right. It's unlikely, but Skarn, can you help me check behind the dresser real quick?
If you want to do that, both of you can roll investigation.
I'm just trying to move it out of the way to see if there's anything behind it. Alright. Investigate my little non-investigator. That's a 4.
Skarn, you want to roll investigation?
Yeah.
You know, guys, this campaign would go a lot smoother if you could roll for fucking shit.
Hey, it's
Agreed.
not my fault. It's gonna be shit. Ha.
We got the curse of Ajisai. It's not that our
Right.
modifiers are terrible, well, even though they're not great either, but it's just that we can't roll above a 10.
Yep. You move the dresser apart, the wood that is behind it, the wooden wall, just seems like a normal wooden wall.
Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine in the kids' room.
Can I run?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna, while you guys were doing that, kind of walk through the central living area and kind of tippy tap on the wall and press my ear up against the wall to hear if there's anything shifting in
Roll
between.
me, if you're looking to hear things, roll me perception and roll it with advantage.
Thank you. Where's perception on my sheet? I have to use my finger, otherwise I won't find the right one. There we go. Oh my god, that's a 4 with advantage because I rolled a 2 and another 2.
That wall,
What is happening
that wall
today?
sure is a wall.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Ace detectives.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's probably not in this room anyways. Let's move to the next one. Again, it's likely his room or
Tap,
cellar.
tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, there's 2 rooms left. 1 or 2.
So next one, so I guess number 2.
Yeah. Well, what was
I guess
previously
number
2
one
has
again.
become 1. Okay.
They've been eliminated.
Opening it, you see it appears to be another bedroom. It is a larger bedroom with one single larger bed. Doesn't take much interpolation to extrapolation to figure out that this is probably the parents' room. It is in a very similar state to the previous room, except that clothes have not been taken. They've just been, some are just scattered around. You see there are feminine clothes that are still folded and placed upon the shelves that are in here that seem like they've been completely untouched.
Check under the bed. And same thing, looking behind the dresser, looking for any other loose floorboards or existing holes.
Roll me investigation.
Come on, buddy. That is a 15.
You feel confident upon searching it that, though you don't find anything, you feel confident that there was nothing to find.
Yeah, this room's clean. Nothing to go on here. That leaves one door left. You want to do the honors? All right, good talk. I open the door.
Oh, sorry, I spaced out. What'd you say?
Oh, it's fine.
Just
I'm already in
leaning
here.
against the wall. All right.
You go to the final room, you open it.
Stop spacing out.
As you open the final door at the end of the hallway, it opens up into what appears to be a small office, not very big at all. Maybe like 7 by 8 feet floor space. As you go in, there's a desk that appears to have a bunch of papers scrawled out and laid out on it. You see there's blueprints. You come to the conclusion that Hoggins may have been an architect. As you look around, you see there are various shelves and dressers that are in this room. It's a lot busier than the rest of the room. And there's a couple what appear to be very low-budget paintings that are hanging on the walls as well. Ones that seem to depict what might have been the family, but they're not particularly well done.
This room seems like there might be stuff around. Check a little bit harder. I don't know.
Yeah, let's investigate that. I think.
Scar, roll me investigation.
Just give me a roll so I can fail it. There's a 14 to a 13.
As you guys
I
enter
doubt
it,
that does
Something.
anything. I feel like it was needed to be a 17.
I presume that the group comes in, they start shifting around, moving papers. And as you're moving around Skarn, this place is not necessarily made for somebody as large as you. So as you are moving, you turn, and the tip of your longbow on your back hits one of the paintings, gets caught on it, and as you realize this happens, it pulls it off and it falls to the ground. And you see that behind it, there is a section of, again, shelves, wooden shelves built into the wall that this painting was in front of. On them, there's a few small books. One of them appears to be a book that was written in regard to finances. One of them appears to just be a mostly unfilled personal journal, but one that catches your eye is you see what appears to be this binder that is filled with all sorts of loose pieces of parchment that seem to have been taken out of different books or from different sources and have been piled in together and closed over.
Well, let me take that. See what that is about.
All right. I am going to throw this into your inventory. Mr. Always the one to find the documents.
Don't know how.
It's
a problem. I don't know how to read.
Hodge's records are now in your inventory.
Pepper, are you still listening at the wall? All right, good talk.
Sorry.
Are you still listening at the wall?
Yes. You never
know.
know.
There's someone like right next to you with, I believe, probably, if I were to be correct in assuming, would be significantly better at hearing things than you.
For the sake of delineation, I'm going to. You know what, I'll wait, but if you want me to, give me a word. I'll throw that into the chat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go on and throw this into the chat. We should all be reading this at this point.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Skarn has a you guys are going to want to see this trope
You
moment.
guys are gonna want to have to. You guys are. You look at it.
I look over.
I fucking love Scarred. Oh, shit.
I'll read it out, just since it's not like the exact wording. This loose binder of mismatched paper seems to have been thrown together from various different pieces of parchment. They loosely describe Hogg's lament that his wife's body had been exhumed and the robed figures they saw doing it. They proceed. They describe that they proceeded to follow and investigate the figures, tracking their activities to the underloft pit, where they saw them taking bodies. It notes that Hoggs had captured one of them and knocked them out in a shed out behind their home and interrogated them until they revealed they were working under a leader named Tanistane, a blood reverend, quote-unquote. Their final notes point out that they overheard the robed figures speaking about meeting with their contact from the town in the old McTraw estate, and that they were going to try to break in to get to the bottom of what they were doing.
McTraw estate.
Pops was a badass.
Is that
It's like
familiar,
his
Desmond?
family was taken. I don't know if that's a trope or something. I don't know.
Nice.
The McTraw estate was one of the largest, if not the largest, house in the Gilligan's Pit. It was thought to have been built by the founder of the pit a long time ago, and at one point, one of the governors, old Governor McTraw, used to own it. He's still around, but he went a bit crazy and has been a shut-in for a long, long time. It's a bit of like, it's in the Underloft Pit. It's right beside the House of Uplifting. And it is kind of a place that is so well known as like a kind of haunted house that kids will frequently like dare each other to go up and touch the front door. Like it's that kind of old, creepy manor.
Okay.
Tell me about the old McTraw estate. Right, well, I don't know if there's much more to find in here than that. That said, I'm gonna look into that shed up back then.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
As you guys exit, and as you guys go out into the main area, I would like everybody to roll me a perception check.
Yep.
Ooh. Here we go. All rolling like shit.
13.
Oh, I still had advantage on. I'm sorry.
You just
7.
take your first one.
That's all right.
That would have been your roll.
Nope, you would have had advantage. on
Where's
it,
his
so
money?
it's okay.
Oh, you are a perceptive bunny.
Yeah, them bunny ears working out.
It was a 4 to a 6.
Shit! Gosh, what the fuck? My God!
I just love how everyone's like, oh my God, so percent. Fuck!
Yeah. The vibes were very different. Like, yeah. My God.
So, Lilia, with your 21, you're the only one who catches it. As you guys head out from there, it's a bit in the distance and the moon route isn't super luminous, so you do see from a few houses down, briefly, a figure, not sporadically, like not with any great urgency, but somebody who you hadn't clocked before, staring in your direction, just a shadow of a person, a few houses down, shift and move out of sight as you guys exit.
Golden treatment.
Well, uh-oh.
I think someone knew. I think someone knows we were here.
No?
What
Why is
do
there
you
someone
mean?
looking? Ooh, look around.
Well, someone was
I don't see anybody.
looking
Where?
Oh.
that direction, but as soon as I caught their, well, it was a shadow, but as soon as I caught the shadow, they ran off.
What way?
Way.
I'd run that way.
Oh, Lori!
You run down towards the house, and as you do, by the time you get to the place that Lily is describing them being, you do not see anybody. You look like down in the paths that are between the houses, and you can't see anybody around.
Do I see, like,
Roll me a perception check, though.
footprints
Or roll me
anything?
investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, I'm better at that, but I'm not. Same 0 fucking modifier. I'm a child. That's a sick ass 10.
No, you do not see anybody.
Fuck.
And from what you
Can
can
I-
tell, you don't see any tracks.
Can I follow up and try the same?
You can. You would, you can go up, and then if you go up, roll me survival, because you might be looking for tracks and whatnot, but given that they're not there by the time Lawrence gets there,
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
trying. Yeah, I was like more so.
Yeah.
roll me
Just trying
survival.
to see if anything else is around.
Ugh. Oh, God, I can't see anything.
Please! Please!
Oh!
All right, I guess I have to beg. All right.
You just have to yell at the die every
That's
time you roll.
right, dude.
That was a nat 20.
It
by
was
the
a
way.
nat 20, everyone. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
24 net 20.
So it goes to a 24 now.
With an eagle eye and great swiftness, as you go over there and look down, you do manage to catch what look like very fresh boot prints rushing off and away from the house.
Found some boot prints. We should follow them.
What? Where?
I found boot. Don't worry.
I can't see anything. Where are you seeing these boot prints? What the what?
Look there.
All right, let's hustle.
Points directly at them.
They're very subtle.
It's right there. You see them with your eyes.
I'm looking.
Look harder. They're halfway run. They're already running halfway down.
All right. In that case, as they yell this back, that they yell that there's somebody there. Skarn, I need you to, as you take off, following them, knowing that this person can't be very far away. Could you roll me another perception check, real quick?
Yippee!
Okay, got a bag.
Bag, please. All right.
All right.
I got a 13 to a 15. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like the
yeah.
song. I like the song.
This is what bardic inspiration is. There's just not a character doing it.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out, not giving it out.
It's true. You haven't been giving any of it to any of these checks to find anything.
Nah, man. Smell your dice.
So, Skarn, as you rush past after them, and as the others, in theory, rush up kind of to catch up with you, you're the first one. You rush up, you go past two houses, you see that the prints continue moving as if this individual had stopped and started again. You hear the scraping of a boot, and then as you turn around a corner, just based purely on instinct, you see an individual much smaller than you are. You see an individual raising something towards you, and purely on instinct, you take your bow, you aim it towards them, and you see an individual wearing not only an undertow uniform, but also one that appears to be of high rank. You see a Hadislan, a woman with pure white, almost mannequin-like skin and horns cresting off the top of their head that have this icy blue quality to them, and faded pink hair, rapidly turning and aiming a revolver towards you as you aim it towards them. And you've been in this town long enough to recognize who this is, as would Desmond. You recognize this is one of the undertow captains. This is Leuna. As you aim an arrow towards them, there's a click as a revolver comes up, and this individual aims, who is currently kind of crouched down, aims one back up towards you. And as you both have a minor standoff, as they clearly were trying to avoid confrontation in this moment, we're gonna stop there.
I mean, that's fair. I'm reeling from how stunning they are. Oh my god. The blue of their horns is so pretty.
Right?
Oh my god.
That's Desmond's captain.
What a dramatic still frame.
Oh my god. Logan, you bitch.
I know, right?
I mean, hopefully when we come back, we can get better rolls going. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, maybe it's best you guys don't have any kind of confrontation today. I don't think
you guys.
Yeah.
My rules were pretty good.
That's
Salad.
true. You were doing pretty okay.
We're friends now.
And it's like, yeah, I wasn't giving out bardic, but like, listen, I only have 3 of those. We rolled shitty like 20 times.
Would be a shame to waste them now.
Well, it would be a shame to waste them now.
The reverse dagger can only bring them back to life once, and it would be a shame to waste it now.
I'm seeming to remember something a dear Squeaky of ours said earlier about shit rolls not having a good modifier, not helping.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're right.
Lily out
didn't
here
English
just
properly.
chilling. Like, just
Yep.
vibing the whole time, and then, like, we just fuck everything up, and they just walk in, they're like, oh, here it is.
Yep,
And
no,
even
for
when
real,
we do
though.
succeed, it's like the power of Skarn's tall people problems.
Yeah. Like, Lilia back fucking hurting, man. She
No,
carrying
you guys
this party.
you started coming to clutch right at the end, though. I think you've
It's
gotten
true.
past your Wheaton curse.
Hope so.
Trying to smoke
Begging
that
the dice
15 to 20 back to
desperately
back.
seems to be
I got
working.
faith. Plus, if Vestige is anything to go off of, as soon as we level once, we should be fine. It's the first 3 levels that are heinous, and then suddenly we can roll okay.
Yep. Yep, it's nasty. God damn.
I think God, sorry. It's really charming to see that Gilligan's grave is going through the growing pains as much as Vestige was at the beginning.
Oh yeah, holy fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, Logan, this is milestone based, right?
Pains. It's
Yes, it's
just
milestone based.
luck.
I feel like it's a milestone that we made it back. I feel like we should level.
Oh,
like
interesting. What an interesting thought.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree with Carrie. Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Look at the Nat19 to get a bingo. There's a Nat19 earlier in the game, Cerberus. They're in the beginning.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
I think there was two.
Lilia rolled one at one point. Yep.
Yeah. I think there was two. I think Lilia got one, and I think Desmond
Oh,
got
you
one.
did
Someone else got one.
showboat, didn't you, you stinker? Come here.
Of course I fucking did.
Yeah, no bingos here.
Yeah, I don't think I got bingo either. It's a lot of combat-based stuff.
Yeah, it was Skarn and Lily got them.
Yeah, there you go. Scar and Lily, there we go. One of the few Scar and good fucking rolls today.
That it'll happen again.
It's rough out here for you, boy. It's fucking rough.
They don't like me.
Listen, I also know that the dice don't like me. It's fine. Fucking Logan, I didn't get to tell you, when I was like hanging out with Ariel, she was showing me really cute dice bags that she made, and I was like, oh my god, they're beautiful. Heckin'. And then I was like, although I doubt that having like a cute dice bag will make the physical dice like me anymore. And then she was like, listen, I watch Nat19. I know the digital dice also don't like you. And I'm like, listen, Ariel, you don't need to fucking call me out like this. Like, Jesus
It's
Christ.
almost like the dice aren't the component. The commonality is something
That's ridiculous. That's
Not
crazy.
even Scar
What do you
rolls
mean?
well. Justice rolls well as it gets a bingo space.
You'll never
Oh,
get it.
that's
You'll never get it,
hard.
though. That's the thing. You just never
You'll
get
never get bingo. It's the toughest bingo to
Ugh.
get.
I'm gonna have to buy
Oh.
Tabasco Wagyu to win him back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn.
Poor baby.
Poor baby.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking oof.
All right. Well, with that, I think that the credits have rolled over a whole bunch. I think that we're going to be back next week. And just by the by, people listening at home, it's a good time to remind everybody. Next week, by our count, is the 29th of June, which will, because that is the last Saturday of the month. So that is the last game that we will be having this month. And then after that, we're going to be taking the first weekend of next month off, which is a thing that we usually do. So people that are newer to our games who are hanging out to watch, just be aware we'll be back next week. But then the next week after that, we're taking a week off.
Yeah. And then heckin' next month, I won't be here on the 26th. So good luck.
So who knows? Lawrence will be up to stuff on the 26th, he said?
Yep. 26th, yeah, that's when we're at Anime Fest.
Can't believe.
Oh, do you mean
Lawrence
the
is going
weekend
to
of the
prison.
26th?
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, the 26th
Not
is a
sure.
Friday.
Yeah, the weekend of the 26th. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, whatever this standoff is, we will resolve it next time. People at home, we will see you guys then.
Oh, goodbye, my beautiful boys. We love you. Mwah!
I think we're friends.